sophomore. You'll also see Brandon Richardson, 5'7", 160-pound junior in the backfield. Both these guys could hit 1,000 tonight. Skylar Delk, the senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds. He is 82 yards shy of 1,000. And the senior, Briar Begler, 5'8", 165. He needs just 19 yards for 1,000 in the second straight season for both those guys. Jacob Greathouse, the quarterback. The freshman is 5'9", 145 pounds. Captain's going to be meeting out at midfield, flanked by a couple of former Roane County Raider football players. And the Raiders wearing the Army National Guard camo jerseys, at least, black numbers with gold trim around them. They're wearing the white pants with the maroon stripes down the side, and, of course, the familiar maroon helmets with the white stripe down the middle and the Raider R in white on the sides. For the Ravenswood Red Devils, white jerseys with black numbers trimmed out in red, black pants, and black helmets for the Red Devils. And Dale Locklear, the former Roane County Raider football player, well, he had a great career here, has moved on to the military.
Tyler Lee down there as well, Drew. So much. We spent a lot of time with Tyler Lee. He helped us coach this group of kids at the youth level. So he's come back and he's just talking about how much bigger these guys are. He hadn't seen them in a couple of years, and I said, yeah, they're looking at you eye to eye right now.
Yeah, he used to coach these kids when they were knee high to him. Let's see if Roane County has won the toss. They have, and obviously they are going on offense. Last week was an anomaly.
Yes, it was.
It was the first time all season the Raiders, number one, had either not won the toss and gone on offense or lost the toss and the other team deferred, so Roane County went on offense. Yeah. Roane County went on defense last week.
Well, yeah, it was one play because they had a turnover and we got right back on it and went down and scored there. So.
Very excited here tonight. The Raiders take the field carrying the American flag, the state of West Virginia flag, a nice Raider flag there.
Yeah.
That's the familiar flag that they took to the field after the death of Alex Miller. So nice to see them bring that one back out to the field for this ball game. Longest standing rivalry in Roane County history. This is the 31st meeting. They've met 29 times in the regular season previous, and in 2010 they played once again in the postseason. Appreciate everyone joining us on our YouTube live stream. We want to let you know that if you're listening out there or watching out there, let us know you're watching, where you're watching from. And tonight we'd like to know if you've been in the military, if you've served, if you are currently serving, and where you may be. We appreciate everybody tuning in on our YouTube live stream. Raiders take the field. They're going to send Shea Harper and Brandon Richardson back deep to receive. Raiders will attack from left to right across your radio dial and across the screen, as the Red Devils will be kicking from the 40 right to left. And this young man has an absolute cannon of a leg. We've got two good kickers here tonight in Wyatt Milhone, who was putting them into the end zone in pregame. He kicked a field goal in warm-ups from 50. And Coben Kottru, who also has just learned that he can kick from the soccer style.
Yeah, this will be Milhoon's pretty much. He's going to be kicking off and possibly punting. Other than that, I don't think we'll see him too much.
Official has blown the whistle, and we are ready to go. The 31st meeting, Roane County Ravenswood. Here's a squibber up front. That one gets by the first line. It's on the ground, and that's going to be a turnover on the first play of the game. The Red Devils selling out on the onside kick, and Roane County did not get on it.
Yeah, nothing to lose in this ball game, Drew, and Roane County just wasn't aware. And so now Ravenswood, with a little bit of momentum to start off their first possession here.
Raiders would be good to not overlook this Ravenswood team. Red Devils get the first turnover of the ball game on the first play. An onside kick. They have it. So on the near hash, right to left at the Roane County 40-yard line. Double tight, double wing, man in motion. Here's the handoff to Bowling, and he is bowled over. And that was nasty. Skylar Delk flying in quickly. And wrapping up bowling quickly.
Yeah, just a slow kind of motion play. Handoff almost, it was trying to be a jet sweep, but not much blocking out front here. As you see Delk just pin the ears back and meet Mr. Bowling there. A little fire in his belly.
Tackle for loss, 3 yards, second down 13. Delk's father being honored in the pregame as a military member. A lot of these men for Roane County playing tonight with their parents being honored before the game. Handoff, off tackle, nowhere to go. Raider defense continues to pin ears.
Yeah, Colton Paxton there at the sudden impact there, Drew, and just about decleated that running back.
Jacob Burgess on the carry, a loss of a yard, third down and 14 at the 44. First possession of the game after the turnover for Roane County. Ravenswood. 10:45 and rolling. Double tight, double wing. We'll see that a lot tonight. Single back formation. Dawson looks to throw, dumps it outside. That's overthrown, intended for the target. Number 10 out there, Noah Simmons, the junior.
Yeah, pressure up front, Drew. Just had to get rid of that ball quickly. Couldn't get enough on it. Couldn't step into it because of Ori May.
Fourth down and a punting situation as Milhone stands back at his own 41-yard line. Harper and Richardson back deep. Clean snap. Milhone lays into it. Richardson will field it at the 13. Straight up the middle. Richardson's got speed. Here he goes, near side. 30, 35, 40, 45. Cuts it at midfield. Keeps his feet down to the 45 of the Red Devils and pushed out at the 43-yard line. A tremendous return for B. Rich.
Yeah, we're going to see here on the replay, Drew, feet right there. Takes the ball up the side. You can see the wall being set up by the Raiders. And luckily they had some guys back on return coverage there for Ravenswood. If not, B. Rich is taking that to the house.
See Christian Fabio Jarvis right there. He's a lineman, and he was right behind.
Yeah, he plays line, but he is an athlete.
Big return. Quickly, Roane County now will take the offense at the 10:25 mark, quarter number 1. Near hash, left to right they go. Double wing set for the Raiders. B. Rich in motion behind. Quick hitter off tackle. And Delk falls forward for 7 or 8 yards on the first down carry.
Yeah, Delk's going to chip away at that 1,000-yard mark, Drew. You said he was 80. How many?
82 shy.
Okay.
We'll keep our tabs on when he gets 82 if he does. Begler needs just 19. Double wing set once again. Watson split to the far side. Quick hitter off tackle. Here is Begler. Begler cuts it up at the 30. Begler might get it on this carry. Back against the grain. Inside the 25, down to the 22 goes Briar Begler.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Ravenswood has watched film, Drew, but they're trying to tackle Begler up high. Not going to work. Begler shifty here on this little sweep. You can see a beautiful block setup, but up high trying to tackle. Nope, doesn't work. A little juke and a touchdown-saving tackle.
Moving the change, Roane County to the 23. Beggs in motion again. Here's the scissors play. B. Rich off of one tackle, cuts it against the grain once again. Inside the 15 to the 12 goes Brandon Richardson.
Same formation, Drew, but 3 different run plays out of that formation. And you talk about the running backs understanding what they're doing there, but you got to have some smarts on that offensive line to understand which hole you're going to open up, who's pulling or who's trapping.
Rolling clock, first quarter, no score, 9:15 and counting. Raiders on the move, first drive. First and 10 from the 13 of the Red Devils. Split back formation under center, Greathouse. He'll hand it off, and that's Shea Harper. Sharp Harper down to the 5, down to the 2, and backs into the end zone. They sent both the running backs to the left, and they handed off to Harper on the counter. And that was a nice run. So the Raiders mixing it up with 4 different running backs.
Yeah, you pick your poison there, Drew. You could throw a couple other guys in that backfield, and they would kind of do the same thing. Just the offense clicking here in the first quarter.
Roane County will attempt the extra point with Coben Cottrell. Greathouse the holder. Cottrell was lacing it from 43 in warm-ups. He'll need just 20 on this one. Clean snap, hold down, kick up, it's through. But we've got a whistle, maybe on the defense trying to time that.
Yeah, I think the defense was 3 yards across the line of scrimmage when we snap that ball.
If that is the case, Roane County is going to shift personnel, and they'll go for 2.
Yeah, you're a yard and a half away. Might as well try to punch one in here.
Half the distance to the goal. They'll reset, and they'll go from the 1.5-yard line. Raiders will go for 2. Roane County did not recover the onside kick to start the game. The defense goes 3 and outs on Ravenswood, and Roane County quick hits down the field. I formation, handoff, that's Begler, and he is into the end zone. Untouched for the score. 9:03 remaining, quarter number 1. Roane County 8, Ravenswood 0.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
A small hiccup to begin the broadcast, and that was an onside kick from Ravenswood. Roane County's defense, though, 3 and out quickly. Matt White, Roane County wasting no time.
Yeah, quick one offense as well. 4 plays, 43 yards, 1:22 off the clock. Shea Harper, 13-yard touchdown run. Begler, 2-point conversion. 8-0, Raiders on top.
Bowling back deep. Cottrell is going to light this one high into the sky. Bowling comes up to the 25 on the run, fields it, and I'm telling you, the kick coverage unit, going back to last week, John, was so solid, and they're continuing that good play here tonight.
Yeah, they just stay in their lanes and break down, Drew. You can't go in out of control on a kickoff. You got to stay in that lane, break yourself down, and make solid tackles, and that's just what the kickoff team has done so far.
Matt, on that last series, Briar Begler, how many?
14. He needs 5 more.
5 more yards for Begler to break 1,000 for the second straight season. Been nursing a bit of a knee soreness coming into tonight, but he looked good so far. 1st and 10 at the 32 of the Red Devils. Double wing set, Dawson, handoff into the hands of Burgess. He's into the pile of camo jerseys. He may pick up a yard.
I believe Duck was in there on that initial stop.
Officials will spot him at the 33, 2nd down and 9. 8-0 Roane County. Raiders looking to remain undefeated with just 2 ball games left this season in the regular season. Ravenswood having a tough year.
They did pick up 2 wins on the year, Magnolia and Sherman.
So just under a AA win against an opponent that has no wins, and another sack for Ori May off the edge.
Yeah, that's been a big play for Ravenswood this season. When you go back and watch film against Wirt County, they were able to use the option very well, and just assignment football here. Ori May in charge of being the quarterback's spy, and just takes him down in the backfield for a huge loss.
Raiders brought the house, and the end on May's side sealed inside. That left Ori with a free run at the quarterback, Dawson. Big loss, 3rd down and 15 at the 27 of Ravenswood. Man in motion behind. Here's the scissors misdirection carry, and trying to break a tackle is Milhone. He will not break loose of the grips. I believe Christian Jarvis the first there.
Yeah, Christian Jarvis with that flowing hair. How could you get that wrong, Drew?
Well, the jerseys, it's hard to see the upper bodies.
I knew that this whole week the jerseys would be a problem for you.
A loss of 5 on this series, another 3 and out punting situation. Milhone stands at his own 10. Richardson and Harper at the Raider 40. Richardson had a big return on the first punt, a high snap. Milhone high into the night sky, end over end. Harper comes up, fields it at the 42, and is immediately locked up by the coverage unit.
Yeah, I'm trying to find 10 here. Who we have?
It's Noah Simmons.
Noah Simmons.
Okay.
The Raiders will begin possession at the 40 of Roane County. 6:53 mark, first quarter, 8-0 Raiders. And again, the game within the game, 5 yards needed for Begler. We'll check on Delk as he gets closer and closer to the 1,000.
The last possession, 4 different guys touched the football.
2-by-1 series for Roane County. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Greathouse hands it off up the middle. There goes Delk. He wants it all at once. Here goes Delk inside the 35, inside the 30, down the Ravenswood sideline. Cuts it back at the 15, fighting for yardage at the 13, and that's where he will be knocked down, not before. A great run for Skyler.
Yeah, that thing just I formation, boom, right up the gut. We've seen this happen over the last few weeks, Drew, with Delk. Continuing to move, you see a nice block downfield by Lane Watson, and just continuing to move down the field.
47 yards on that pickup gives him 54 now in
So
2 carries.
He is very close as well now. I formation, 1st and 10 at the 13 of the Red Devils. Here's a pitch to the outside. Beggs, he needs 5. Cuts it off at the 10, at the 5. He's got 1,000. He's got a touchdown.
Whoo-wee. What a block when you go back here on the replay by Skyler Delk, Drew. And then you're able to watch Begler kind of put the moves on. You see Delk out here with the block on Bowling, pushes him out of the way, a little shift of speed, and nobody's going to touch Beggs as he breaks the 1,000-yard mark and a touchdown.
So now it's just 28 for Delk before he will cross the mark. Roane County will go for 1. Low snap, handled nicely by Jacob Greathouse, put on the tee and ripped through for the extra point. 6:14 remaining in quarter number 1. Roane County leading. And it should be 15-0. They'll get that right here in a second.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldesburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
We have a 1,000-yard rusher under our belt now tonight as Begler gets in for the first time. Roane County leads 15-0, Matt.
Yeah, quick one, 2 plays, 60 yards. Only took 39 seconds off the clock. Delk with a big run to set up Begler's 13-yard touchdown carry. Extra point kick was up and through the uprights for Coben Cottrell. 15-0 now. The Raiders on top of the Red Devils.
We got a quick update for you right now. Our buddy Nate White chimed in and said Scott is down right now. Winfield is up 14-0 in the second quarter.
A little extra cheer you heard was our PA announcer announcing that Begler officially over the 1,000-yard mark for the season. Coben Cottrell approaches, leg in. This one angled over towards Bowling at the 15. He'll take it down the Ravenswood sideline, slowly navigating his way towards the sideline at the 25 before being pushed out at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that time he just followed his blocks and tried to get himself to the outside. That middle wedge that they tried last time did not work, so adjustment from Ravenswood, and they have an opportunity here to go on offense.
Again, if you're watching us on our YouTube stream, we got knocked off the internet for a bit there. We apologize, had to reset. We'd like all of you who are watching, let us know where you're watching from. If you are a veteran or a current military member, let us know. We'd like to honor you as we go through the broadcast. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. 15-0 Roane County at the 37 of Ravenswood. Bowling in motion behind. Dawson hands it off into the pile of jerseys, and maybe a yard for Burgess.
Yeah, just a ton of camo jerseys in there. Drew, I believe Noah Jett was the first guy in there to wrap up the running back. Jett just a sophomore, so he has some time to grow. in this program.
Red Devils on their first 2 drives net negative yardage. 2nd down and 9 at the 38 of the Red Devils. They'll stick with double wing. Dawson, 5-step drop. He's got pressure. Steps up into the pocket, and he is dropped for a sack. And that will be a combo sack by a couple of defenders. Who's the first one there? Is that Bunner?
I think it was Bunner and possibly Ori May. We're going to go to the replay here.
I think I saw Jet in there.
Yeah, it might have been Jet to start with. Come up under and, yep.
Jet, and he had some help.
So we'll give Jet a sack here.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 9 for the Red Devils. 4:59 and rolling. 15-0 Roane County, quarter number 1. Dawson under center, Bowling in motion behind, and that's going to be locked up and dropped for a loss again. And in 3 series, the Roane County defense has held Ravenswood to negative yardage.
Yeah, Jacob Bunner right here says, that's not going to happen, as he takes the running back off his feet and pushes him back about 4 yards.
-11 to be exact, Drew.
Loss of 2 officially on that one, and -11 says Matt White for the game. Milhone ready to punt once again at his 20-yard line. Richardson, Harper at the 35 of Roane County. Another high snap. Milhone goes back to handle it. A low kick, line drive. Roane County gets away from it at the 35, and that will touch a Ravenswood defender, and it will be spotted dead at the 36-yard line maybe. 35 or 36.
So we'll see if Delp gets his opportunity here, Drew, to go over the 1,000-yard mark. I wouldn't be surprised to see Roane County throw the football around a little bit here this evening.
15-0, 3rd offensive possession. Again, Roane County did not recover the opening kick onside, and they stopped Ravenswood quickly and went to work offensively. Possession number 3. Delk needs just 24 to top the 1,000-yard mark. They split in the backfield. Greathouse going to keep it himself. Now he'll dump it out into the flat. There is Delk at the 50. Down the sideline, Delk, he's got a convoy in front of him, and Jacob Greathouse will toss it into the end zone from way downtown.
Yeah, I may have thought a little bit about that before that play.
Well, he's thrown 15 passes this season. He's not been asked to pass it very many times, but of the 15, he has completed 13.
Yeah.
His passer rating is 165. He's thrown now 4 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. You can't ask any more from your freshman quarterback.
Not one bit.
21-0. Roane County going for 1. Good snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and the kick is through. Once again, 2 for 2 is Cottrell. Roane County 3 for 3 on offense. 22-0 Raiders.
Spencer Cash Saver is excited to announce that we are now accepting EBT payments through our online grocery site. Go to shop.spencercashsaver.com, schedule a convenient pickup time, fill your cart, then let us do the shopping for you. Give us a call when you arrive, and we'll bring your order right out to your vehicle. The $4.95 pickup fee is waived on orders over $100. So save time and shop online at shop.spencercashsaver.com.
Everyone getting into the mix early in this one, Matt White.
Yeah, that was quick. Only took 12 seconds for Jacob Greathouse to find Skylar Delk on the dump pass. Delk does the rest, takes it to the house from 64 yards out. Coben Cottrell with the extra point. Roane County extending the lead 22-0 over the Red Devils.
Just an unreal blocking down the field, Drew. Open that thing up. And like I said, I had a feeling that we were going to throw the ball around just a little bit. And not saying that I have ESPN or anything, but I thought about it.
Jacob Greathouse was thinking about running that football. He's been very savvy, though. And he kept it back behind the line of scrimmage and found Delk at the 50, and Delk did the rest with a convoy of lead blockers. 22-0, 4 minutes left here in quarter number 1. Cottrell approaches, leg in, high, deep kick, Bowling, backs up to the 11-yard line. Straight up the hash he goes, now cuts it to the edge, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 30, maybe just past the 30-yard line.
Nice, beautiful kick by the sophomore, first-year football player.
Well, it can't be understated. He did not play football. He did not know how to kick. He started kicking straight on, found out in the off week, just about 3-4 weeks ago, he wanted to try soccer style. Yeah, this kid's a fast learner. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. They have net negative yardage so far in first 3 drives. Dawson wants to throw. Tosses it out. Great move by Bowling. Gets by the defender. Down out to the 40 and out to the 45 and hit hard out of bounds by Brandon Richardson. He knows no other way to hit.
Yeah, B. Rich wasn't happy that he didn't make that first initial stop here. Just kind of a crossing route down to the flat. B. Rich with a missed opportunity comes back and makes Bowling pay for that.
That will move the chains for the Red Devils for the first time tonight. 3:40 and counting. 22-0 Roane County in the first.
It was a really nice catch. He kind of almost one-handed that one in a quick stutter step. Picked up 15.
Back to double wing, double tight. Dawson goes under center. He's going to want to throw again. Quick hitter. That one picked off and dropped. Boy, that was well read
Shea Harper.
by Shea Harper. He was looking for interception number 6 of the season. And
He was looking to take that one back to the house, too,
Yeah.
because Maya took his eyes off it for just a split second.
He was juggling. And he is still upset with himself.
Oh, goodness.
Still a great recognition as he was backing up, got himself in the correct position to have a chance. 2nd down and 10 from the 46 of the Red Devils. Clock stopped at 3:36, 22-0. Movement up front. 2 ends jumping for the offense. Somebody coming across on the defense. Who went first? Roane County called for the offside penalty. So that will put Ravenswood into Roane County territory just across at the 49 of Roane County. Red Devils traveling right to left, working towards the facilities side of this, or facility building side of this stadium. Ball spotted on the near hash, 49-yard line. Receiver split to the near side. Again, double wing, double tight. They'll stick with it. Bowling in motion behind. Quick hitter! Off tackle, and Burgess is run over by the freight train known as Colton Paxton.
Yeah, you talked about a quick hitter. I mean, Paxton licking his chops, reading this play from the get-go. Coach Burdett talked about it Wednesday night. These guys study film, and he is in the gap before the ball even touches the running back's hands. Man, just putting up some beautiful film. It's always awesome to watch him just kind of figure out what the offense is going to do before they even do it.
Loss of a pair on the play by Paxton. 3rd down and 6 at midfield. Raider defense looking to halt this after 1 first down. Dawson wants to go deep with it. That one may have been hit at the line of scrimmage. Someone may have gotten a hand on Dawson's elbow. That one will fall far short of the target.
Yeah, Bunner was in there, Christian Jarvis both with the pressure. And Dawson just not able to step into that. As a quarterback, man, that's so frustrating to not be able to get your full range of motion when you're throwing.
Brenda Morono watching from Cottageville. Our buddy John Corcoran out in Florida. Dillonvale, Ohio, Shelley Lucas. Larry Baldwin, good buddy Larry Baldwin watching from Warren, Michigan. Punting situation for Milhone at his own 34. B. Rich back alone this time. Milhone launches this one high to the night sky at the 30, and that one caught at the 29-yard line.
Andy Jetton.
Jetton coming up to make the grab for that one. Roane County starts another possession in the first quarter. 2:41 left. Roane County leading 22-0. They've hit on all their offensive opportunities. Right to left, or sorry, left to right for the final 2:41 of the quarter. And again, Skylar Delk, 24 yards shy of his 2nd straight 1,000-yard rushing season. Begler got his on the 2nd possession offensively. Got that and a score. Ball resting at the 29, far hash. I formation. Motion man is B-Rich. That one out of the hands of Brandon. He'll go back and pick it up, and he is going to be locked up for a big loss. The big thing, though, is Brandon gets back there, recovers the fumble, and Roane County retains possession, although it'll be second down and long.
He lost about 8 on that play.
Yeah, just the handoff wasn't secure there, Drew, and ball bounced loose, but B-Rich able to get back on it.
It was almost he tried to pitch it. I think maybe B-Rich was expecting a straight handoff.
Second down, 18 from the 21 of Roane County. Quick hitter, Delk. Delk cuts it at the 30, and here goes Skyler. Jumps over a defender. He's got 1,000. He's got a bunch more. Past the 40 before being pushed out of bounds by Dawson.
Breaks the 1,000-yard mark here on this run, Drew, and guys getting hands on him, but they just can't bring him down. Just a nice little Texas trap right there. Try to make a tackle, jumps over a defender, stiff arm, and continues to pick up yardage. Second season in a row for 1,000 yards for both running backs here at Roane County High School.
You see these Ravenswood defenders trying to tackle high on both running backs, not going to do it.
No.
First and 10 at the 41 of the Red Devils. Shotgun formation with Jacob Greathouse in there. That's a new one. Handoff Harper. He's got nothing but turf. Down inside the 30. He'll fight down to the 25 before being dropped.
Yeah, you just never know who the ball is going to go to, Drew, in this offense. Get Begler to get a little bit of a breather on that play. You stick Shea Harper in, and just a little, what we like to call Carolina up the middle. Good blocking up front, and pulls by our offensive line.
Roane County looking to make it 4 for 4 on offense, 22-0, 1:30 and counting, still in the first quarter. I'll say hi to Sue Parsky, watching from Chesterfield, Michigan.
Go Blue.
Mother of Allie Parsky, or Allie Peary now. Here's a handoff. Begler cuts it to the outside. He's gone again. Shifty running back Briar Begler adding to the total. Everything working well.
Yeah, just a well-oiled machine of an offense, Drew. Begler with a little bit of a knee dinged up, but you know what? If you go back and watch this replay, you can't tell. Begler just showing the shiftiness, and he's into the end zone. Not even touched hardly.
28-0, and there is the applause after the PA announcer recognizing Skylar Dilk for going over the 1,000-yard mark.
Yeah. Another penalty on the defense. That'll move the ball up to the 1.5 yard.
They're trying to time the snap on this extra point, and they have mistimed it twice. Cottrell will reset.
Oh, they're going to decline it.
And they'll take it from the 20. Good snap, hold down, kick up, and kick ripped. Once again, Coben Cottrell, 3 for 3, Roane County leading 29-0. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School
Stop
Raider
by
football
D&D
on
Motors.
WVRC.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157.
Always keeping Joe McDonald guessing with my broadcasts. Guessing is the Ravenswood defense right now, and guessing wrong, Matt White.
Oh, good segue. 4 plays, 71 yards, 1:32 seconds off the clock. Big run by Delk to set up Briar Begler with a 25-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick by Cottrell was good. 29-0, your Raiders on top.
Delk and Begler both over 1,000, John.
Yeah, JV kickoff team already in the ball game right now, Drew.
With Cottrell still kicking off. Coben approaches. This one a little lower, a little shorter. Bounces at the 20, taken by Bowling at the 17. Bowling straight to the Ravenswood sideline. Cuts it up now. He's got some steam on his feet, and he'll make it all the way out to about the 45-yard line before being chucked out of bounds by a kick coverage unit.
I think that was Coben Cottrell, the kicker there, Drew, that pushed Bowling out.
Appreciate everybody listening in and watching from YouTube. Tyler Keffer in Pennsylvania from Roane County, but he's there for work. Our good buddy Robert Blair from Nashville tonight. Never know where that guy's going to chime in from. Scott Lawson at a Parkersburg South game. He's pulling double duty, watching that one live, watching us on the YouTube, the old YouTuber. Late substitution for Roane County defensively. Dawson going to look to throw. Pumps, and he's got nowhere to go. Ori May and Jacob Bunner collapse Dawson between the two camo jerseys.
Ugh. Bunner there with a sack, and Ori with another one. Just a meeting of men there. Dawson, a very good basketball player, Drew, and
That kid's a really good overall athlete,
Yeah.
but if you don't have any time, there's
tough.
not much you can do.
Loss of 6 on the first down play. Second down and 16 from the 38 of the Red Devils. 29-0 here in the first quarter. Handoff and nowhere to go once again. The Raiders just all over the Red Devils at the moment.
tell you what, Drew, Bunner is playing a ball game here this evening. D tackles don't always get the love, but man, he has made some really nice plays here so far.
Final play of the first quarter. Roane County out to a big lead already, 29-0. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
DW Excavating LLC, located in Spencer, West Virginia, is a locally owned and operated business proudly serving Roane and the surrounding counties. DW Excavating has all the equipment to meet your dirt work needs, including dozers, skid steers, excavators, and a dump truck. We specialize in driveway and road construction, culvert repair and installation, property clearing, utility line installation and repair, and much, much more. Call us at 304-532-2968 or find us on Facebook at DW Excavating LLC. Don't delay, call us today to schedule your next project. DW Excavating LLC is a proud sponsor of Roane County Raider football. Go Raiders!
We welcome you back to County Stadium. It's Military Appreciation Night, and somebody's throwing footballs up into the booth now.
What an
Whoever
arm.
that girl is, sign her up
She's
for
a
football.
she's a freshman cheerleader, Drew.
She has got a cannon. That was thrown at least 25, 30 yards up the hill here.
Got good air under that one.
No doubt.
29-0 all Roane County right now as we begin the second quarter on a 3rd and 14 from the Ravenswood 40 for the Red Devils. Team switching sides left to right. Go the Red Devils here. Red Devils stick with the double tight, double wing formation. Dawson sends a man in motion across, hands it off, nowhere to go as the meeting at the line of scrimmage. This time, I'm waiting to see who comes up at the end of that one. Was that Beggs?
Yeah, it was Beggs there. He's going to be the first guy there to meet. Running back in the hole. See some rotation of different guys, Drew, getting chances to play in the defensive front already. Eli Howard checks out. Got Colton Albright checking in with Christian Jarvis. You got Christian with a full energized motor here. We'll see what he can do.
Begler and Paxton stunted on that blitz, by the way. That's just mean. Milhone from the 25, leg in, low line drive kick. Takes a couple of hops. Harper at the 27. Shea mixing it up in the interior. Gets out to the 41-yard line before being dropped. Return of 14 for Harper. Roane County on offense leading 29-0. Military Appreciation Night. We're going to talk with some of the former Raiders who have worn or are currently wearing the uniform. I want to thank everybody out there on YouTube who has chimed in. Thank you all for your service who have been in there. Rachel Goodwin watching from Ravenswood at the house. Our good buddy Mike Greenlee and Joe Ellen Greenlee, Ken and Dana Camp Annette and Jeff Claypool all watching from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Here's a handoff on the end around. Here goes B-Rich to the 50, cuts it back at the 45 and down to the 40. And look at Jacob Greathouse all the way down the field blocking.
Yeah, that's just a nicely designed reverse. We call that. I won't say it on the air, but a nice reverse. Beautiful blocking downfield.
Richardson picking up big yardage as well tonight. Again, Begler and Delk both now over 1,000 for the year. Second straight year for both of those. Harper has big yardage here in the first half. So does B-Rich.
Wonder if we go to the air here.
10-40 and rolling. Last time John said that, it was true. Split back formation. Harper to the backside. They'll pitch it to Shea to the far side. He's got 2 lead blockers. Here comes a flag, though. So this one is probably going to come back on a hold. Another late flag, though, around where the tackle is.
Could be offsettings. We're going to get a holding call on
the early penalty was around that area where you assume holding. And then down the field at the point of tackle, that could be a mixture of things.
Yeah, you think about a face mask probably there. Hold. Yeah, face mask. They're going to offset.
Mulligan.
Yeah.
Mulligan. John is going to become, at some point in his life, a golfer.
Well, listen, I'm a golfer, I guess. I played this year.
You played more than I have.
True.
Our good buddy Mike Snyder, who was in last week for the Dodgers game, Matthew Schaefer's uncle, watching from Charleston, South Carolina. And we're going to get into a war here on the chat between Mike and Dana. He said, what's Dana doing out of the hollow? Or the holler, I should say.
Holler. There you go.
So reset, 1st and 10 from the 40 of the Red Devils. 29-0, Roane County, 10-15 and counting. Raiders back to I formation. B-Rich in motion. They'll give it to him on the sweep. B-Rich down inside the 30, following blockers to the 25. The ball pops loose and just able to scoot out of bounds before Dawson can corral it.
Yeah, just a nice jet sweep set up for B-Rich and a nice first down pickup. Roane County leading right now 29-0 here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 3 seconds left to go.
Matt Quickchep, is B-Rich inching closer and closer to 100 tonight?
No, not quite. He's got 37.
Feels like it more.
Well, he did have that loss after the fumble.
Scissors misdirection, carry to Begler, cuts it at the 15. Boy, he is shifty as all. Looks like that knee is not hurting much right now, and he will move the chains at the 12.5-yard line of Ravenswood.
Going to continue to stay in the game here a little bit, Drew. Got an update on the Winfield score. It's halftime. Winfield beating Scott 19-0.
Scott, the number 1 team in Class AA. Winfield, number 4. So that could turn the tides of both of those teams as far as positioning for the playoffs. Both in. Question is where? Raiders break the huddle with 5 on the play clock. Backs in the I formation. Begler takes the handoff, and he is hit hard and driven backwards by number 55, Zane Bayless. 6'175". I'm calling no way on that one. He's more than 175.
They probably didn't update their roster on the SSAC site like they're supposed to.
If he's not 215, he is lying. Or as Matt said, they have not updated it. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 from the 12. 8:50 and counting. Second quarter action, 29-0. Roane County on top. First time we have seen heavy tonight. Greathouse under center, handoff Begler, following a blocker, spins, hits hard again by Bayless. Man, Zane Bayless now headhunting.
Yeah, he's got 4 tackles on the night, and he's the guy that's been chasing down chasing down running backs as well, Drew. He's got some good speed. Good-looking athlete there.
Still a gain of 4, third down and 6 inside the 10 to the 9 go the Raiders.
You know Coben is hoping they don't convert this so he can attempt a field goal.
He would certainly not be opposed. Again, he was hitting from 43 in warm-ups. Raiders will go back to heavy once again on 3rd and 6. Greathouse hands it off. Third man is Harper, shakes off the arm tackle, and into the end zone goes Shea Harper. 9-yard carry into the maroon end zone.
You'll watch here on the replay, Drew. Heavy works to perfection. You get a little kick out here, and just guys on their heels and guys on their backs as the offensive line pancakes a few guys.
At the 8-minute mark here in quarter number 2, Roane County extends the lead, 35-0, looking to make it 36 and make it 4 for 4 is Cottrell. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Everything good tonight for the Raiders. 36-0. Roane County will be back after these messages.
DW Excavating, LLC, located in Spencer, West Virginia, is a locally owned and operated business proudly serving Roane and the surrounding counties. DW Excavating has all the equipment to meet your dirt work needs, including dozers, skid steers, excavators, and a dump truck. We specialize in driveway and road construction, culvert repair and installation, property clearing, utility line installation and repair, and much, much more. Call us at 304-532-2968 or find us on Facebook at DW Excavating LLC. Don't delay, call us today to schedule your next project. DW Excavating LLC is a proud sponsor of Roane County Raider football. Go Raiders!
Roane County, after that first fumble and turnover on the onside kick to begin the game, they have not missed offensively, Matt.
Yeah, this was the longest drive so far, 6 plays, 59 yards, 3 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock. Shea Harper with a 9-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick from Coben Cottrell. Now 4 for 4 on extra points. Extends the lead for Roane County to 36-0.
New return men Ryan Mills and Noah Simmons. Cottrell, leg in, high shallow kick, lands at the 21, high hop, taken by Simmons. Slow to start, now he'll take off. Simmons has got open room. Simmons down the sideline, can Cottrell catch him? He cannot, and Noah Simmons takes it to the house.
Yeah, you've got your JV unit back there kicking off. Guys just didn't stay in their lanes there that time. Cottrell had to try to chase him down. You know, that's just going to happen when you're playing against a varsity opponent.
Simmons looked slow to react up the middle, and then I guess he was just being patient, waiting for the lane. Got it and took off down the sideline for the long kick return touchdown. So now 36-6 at the 7:41 mark of the half. Roane County still up big. Red Devils appears if they will try for the 2-point conversion. Nope, they're going to kick it. And the kicker here tonight is Cassie Boucher, the senior, 5'7", 125. And she has been good on 7 of 10 extra points this year. Bowling is the holder. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it hits the left upright, just missing the extra point. 36-6, though. Roane County leading Ravenswood.
Need homeowner coverage, replacement cost on your home, or your contents? Homeowner policies are written at many different levels of coverage. Let us help you. Diane Williams Insurance at 217 Church Street has been providing folks with their needs for over 60 years. Give us a call or stop by Church Street next to the courthouse. Diane Williams Insurance. Call 304-927-5656. Home, auto, farm, mobile home, commercial buildings, motorcycles, campers, we can do it all. Call us at Diane Williams, 304-927-5656, or email us at dianewilliams@suddenlinkmail.com. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30.
A first notch in the belt for Ravenswood comes off of a kick return for a touchdown, Matt.
Yeah, Noah Simmons with the 84-yard kick return touchdown to get Ravenswood on the board. The extra point kick was off the upright, so 36-6 now. Roane County with the lead.
7:41 remaining in the first half. Appreciate everyone tuning in on all forms. We've got the radio station rolling, 104.7 FM, streaming audio on our website at wvrcfm.com, and of course all of you out there in YouTube land who are watching and listening as well. Again, we'll have some former Roane County football players up in the booth at halftime. Those who are in currently or have been in the military, welcomed up here. We'll talk with them about where their careers have taken them and their fond memories of the Roane County Raider football team. Milhone set to kick off at the 40. He'll lace into this one. This one high and deep. Richardson by himself takes it at the 8-yard line. Up the middle, now towards the Raider sideline. And that's going to be a hold. I could see it coming as Harper was doing all he could to try to give Richardson a little bit of extra room to the sideline. And the Raiders are going to be moved backwards.
That player for Ravenswood shaken up just a little bit there, but he looks like he's up and off the field.
So this possession will start deep in Roane County territory. 36-6 though, Roane County on top big. And the lead official is still trying to get the coaching staff's attention to see if they want to take this penalty. And why would you not?
Yeah.
I would have just assumed that.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were doing, was just assuming that go ahead and mark it off. We want it.
1st and 10, Roane County backed up to their own 12-yard line. Right to left they go for the final 7:34 of the first half. Ball spotted on the near hash. Coben Cottrell split near side. Richardson split to the wide side. Shotgun formation. They'll fake the give on the sweep around. Here is Begler again, and he has got big yardage. Give him 13. Out to the 25, breathing room quickly.
Yeah, you see here, just they're faking the jet, coming under with the counter, and Begler showing the speed, pick up of a first down.
That will roll the clock, 7:15 and counting. As Delk just standing tall, waiting for the instructions from Coach Paul Burdett. This thing taking a bit. Roane County may have to burn a timeout. They will. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Roane County leading 36-6. A 1st and 10 coming up after the break.
This is Gabby Bowen, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Have you ever been told by a doctor, nurse, or other healthcare professional that you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension? Uncontrolled high blood pressure raises the risk for heart disease and stroke, which are leading causes of death in the United States. Fortunately, high blood pressure is treatable and preventable. Here at Roane County Family Healthcare, we have developed a program for our patients that incorporates one-on-one consultations, individualized care plans, education, monthly calls, and more. By participating in our services, you also receive your own free blood pressure monitor. Yes, a free monitor, so that you can closely monitor your progress. So are you ready to take the step towards healthier goals? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your hypertension. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Well, the scoreboard rolled down to 6 minutes and 50 seconds. A little home cooking to try to get to halftime right now as the timeout was taken at the 7-minute mark. 1st and 10, Roane County at their own 25. Receiver to both sides of the formation. Shotgun for Delk with Begler. Now moving out of the backfield to the slot. He'll come set. They'll move Watson out. Now Delk's going to keep it himself. Off tackle. There he goes into the secondary. Cuts it again at the 45. Gets a block at the 50. Cuts it back at the 47 and out of bounds at the Red Devil 46-yard line.
Yeah, all that movement right there is what you want. Linebackers moving outside of the box, and Delk just takes that St. Louis right up the middle and moves, and then watch Lane Watson come in here with a beautiful block to give him about 7 more yards on that carry.
Yeah, he finished 29 on the carry. That's 120 now in the game for Delk.
So Delk over 1,000 for the season, the second straight season, over 100 tonight. He and Briar Begler both a pair of 1,000-yard seasons. Raiders break the huddle with 7 on the play clock. I formation, the pitch outside. Brandon Richardson, he's got wheels to the 40, cuts it back at the 35, back to the edge for the 30, and a big tackle on the edge. And that was number 52, Jaden Sayer, possibly saving a touchdown.
Yeah, just an I formation toss to the outside, Drew, and you're going to see crackdown block on the outside backer, and your fullback out front blocking for you, B-Rich, showing the wheels once again.
Matt, is he close to 100 now?
54.
I'm getting closer with it.
Oh, but his 4 carries were 11, 19, 15, 17, and then he did have the 8-yard loss on the fumbled exchange in the backfield.
Chains move down to the 29. 36-6, 6:15 on a rolling second quarter clock. Delk going to keep it himself to the outside again. Up the gut he goes now, and he is right along the hash mark to the 5 and into the end zone at the last second. He dives for the touchdown.
He's going to see Christian Jarvis, Drew, right here coming through, making that block. It was kind of a zone read look, and you see Jarvis out in front, gets a hand on a guy, gets another block, and then Delk does the rest of the work to get himself into the end zone.
Appreciate everybody tuning in again. Everybody, Paul Williams helping us with the updates with Winfield and Scott. Crystal Tanner watching from home in Spencer. Nina Milamaki says, John, say hi to Tyler Lee for her.
I got you.
Roane County going for the extra points, and did it make it through? It did. Perfect is Coben Cottrell, and Roane County near perfect tonight. 43-6 is the lead. 6:04 remaining here on Military Appreciation Night. John, it is what we thought may happen here tonight.
Yeah, just an outmatched Ravenswood team here, Drew, and it's just how it goes, you know. We've been on that side of it before with the Ravenswood games many times, and for this one to be the last game for a good while probably between Roane County and Ravenswood. You know, Coach Burdett being the coach on many of those games when it didn't work out in our favor. I think he just wants to kind of give our guys the opportunity to show what they can do and continue to put points on the board here. We'll see a second unit. We've already seen some of those guys coming in, getting some reps. So we're going to see a little bit more of that as we go.
Matt, this offensive possession for the Raiders started at their own 12, and it was just chunks of yardage.
Yeah, big chunks. Only took 4 plays, 88 yards, 1:37 off the clock. Delk with the 29-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. Roane County on the night, 324 yards on the ground on 20 carries at 16.2 yards per carry. Leading the way to a 43-6 ball game.
Say hi to Amber Dickerson, former Roane County athletes, listening and watching from Portland, Oregon, all the way on the other coast. Cottrell approaches at the 40. Here's a squibber up the middle. That one takes a nasty hop, and Simmons grabs it at the 20. Simmons to the sideline. He wants some more action here. He just took one back from 84, still on his feet at the 40, before Roane County able to corral Noah Simmons.
Yeah, I think our buddy Chad Fleroy Blosser in there on the stop.
Mark and Kerry White joining us, watching this Roane County dominant game right now. 1st and 10 from the 41, left to right for the Red Devils. The final 5:55 on the clock here in the first half. 43-6, all Raiders. Dawson under center, double wing, double tights. Quick hitter to the outside, and it looked like it was going to develop for Brandon Haynes before somebody shot in quickly with the double leg.
Yeah, that was a double leg blast. I'm going to go back and watch the replay on this and start recruiting that guy. I believe that was Delk.
If you haven't been trying to recruit Delk to wrestle, you're not doing it.
Listen, I got him to wrestle as a sophomore, and I didn't come back out.
Gain of 2 on the carry, 2nd and 8 at the 43 of the Red Devils. Dawson wants to throw. He'll dump it high into the sky. That's dangerous, and that's going to be picked off. And we'll wait and see. Now it's pitched to B. Rich. What a
the
play.
flag.
Forward pass.
B. Rich down the sideline, and this one may come back. Now B. Rich drops it, but he was already out of bounds. Chaos has ensued.
Interception.
Lane Watson with the INT, and ever the crafty young man that he is, he was getting tackled. Saw B. Rich, said, "Here you go, buddy." Unfortunately, John says that was forward.
Yeah, I was just out in front just a little bit. The official on that side didn't see it, couldn't tell, and the official on this side was able to see it from his vantage point. It was a heads-up play. Just didn't work out for us. But, hey, it's a turnover, Roane County's football.
Nevertheless, it is a turnover. Third interception of the season for Lane Watson. He and Shea Harper, both sophomores, they now have combined for 9 interceptions on the year. So the Raiders will move all the way back down to around the 20-yard line. We'll wait and see exactly. 4:59 remaining here in the first half, 43-6. Roane County with the big lead while they move this one back. I want to say hi to Michael Schultz, listening and watching from Columbus, Ohio. Ken Lewis also in Portland, Oregon. Our good buddy Ken Lewis. Appreciate him joining. Ernest May, Ori's dad, watching from Barbersville.
All right.
Yeah. Ernest, you got a chance to watch Ori with another sack.
Yeah.
Here tonight. Here's Ori, 6 for the season. Jacob Greathouse will enter the huddle. Roane County is backed up to the 23, but they have not been stopped offensively. Perfect in the first half so far. Watson splits to the near side. In motion is Brandon Richardson. He'll take the handoff. 2 lead blockers. He busts out at the 40. 1 man to beat. Cannot get past Dawson, who just grabs at what he can get at the 42-yard line, 43-yard line of the Red Devils.
B. Rich, though, closer and closer to that 100-yard mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, Matt, I can see his finger pointing. He's trying to add it up real quick here.
Got 34 on that carry, 88 in the game.
Hey, Matt, is he close yet?
I just said he's 88.
That's pretty close.
He took his shoes off to count that.
Big run for Richardson. Roane County just chunking up yardage here in this first half. Down to the 43 of the Red Devils. Right to left on the near hash. 4:51 on a stopped second quarter clock. Beggs in motion, and boy, did that draw some attention from the defensive line. A couple of Red Devil jerseys or hats over the neutral zone.
Hats, shoulder pads, and bellies across the line. They jump so much.
Was it kind of like you in a buffet line, Matt?
A little bit.
Somebody Will Steele watching from New Philly, Ohio.
That guy works more than anybody I know.
I agree. Tremendous Roane County High School wrestler back in the day.
So
Son's a pretty good wrestler as well.
Yeah, he's
Hard
pretty-
worker, speaking of.
Yep.
Winfield up 19-0 on Scott at the half. Frankfort, number 6, up 21-14 over number 4, North Marion.
After the 5-yard mark off, 1st and 5 at the 38 of the Red Devils. Quick hitter, that's Delk. He's untouched into the secondary. He's got 1 man to beat. He breaks the tackle to the 5 and dives into the end zone. Or did they call him out?
I think they called him out.
Oh, no way.
They called Delk out at the 2-yard line. We're watching the instant replay on our YouTube channel.
No.
Don't see it.
No.
I don't think the official did either. He was getting kind of just about to get his legs swept there, Johnny.
Yes.
Well played, Matt White. John Penna incredulous at that call. 1st and goal at the 2 nevertheless. 43-6. Roane County wanting to punch another one in. Heavy formation. Richardson tripped up at the 1, stays on his feet, dives into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, Richardson lines up as that I tailback there and heavy, and Delk just took a huge run, But guess what he did? He let his teammate get one in the end zone, Drew. Selfless.
It's been the MO of this team all year. Coach Paulbert has said it all year. These guys could care less who scores as long as Roane County scores. Another opportunity for Cottrell to stay perfect, and Coben does it again. And the Raiders are all over the Red Devils. They've reached the half-century mark, 50-6, Roane County.
Visit the Garden Fresh Market in downtown Spencer. We stock fresh produce arriving daily. Let us create meat and cheese trays or veggie and fruit trays for your next event. Our kitchen is open daily, eat in or carry out, Monday through Saturday, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with daily specials available. We also sell fresh flower arrangements at Taylor's Floral. The Garden Fresh Market. Give us a call at 304-927-5109 or stop in and see us at 229 Ripley Road in downtown Spencer. And let's go Raiders.
4:38 remaining in the first half. The Raiders offensively, Matt, remain perfect.
Yeah, that one's 3 plays, 77 yards. Only took 21 seconds off the clock for B. Rich to cap off the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. Cottrell another extra point. Roane County up big, 50-6 on the Red Devils.
Noah Simmons back deep as well as the junior Ryan Mills. Cottrell set to do the kicking. Right to left from the 40. 50-6 with 4:38 left in the half. Cottrell. High deep kick at the 16. It's Simmons again. He's been good the last 2 returns. He'll get it to the outside. Works the sideline before running out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Much better job by the JV coverage unit on that play.
Yeah, adjusting and doing the right thing there, Drew. Now you're going to see the JV defense come out here. Maybe a few of the varsity guys will be sprinkled in, but you're going to see a lot of JV guys in the ball game.
Right now we see Eli Howard, Hogan Greathouse. I'm looking for that middle man. Is that
Clay
still
Walker.
Jet?
You got Clay Walker.
Noah Jet
You
is
still
still
have
in.
Jet. Yeah.
Coben Cottrell in as well at end. B. Rich still in at safety, so there are some mixtures here. 1st and 10 from the 35. Go the Red Devils. 4:32 left in the half. 50-6, all Roane County. Handoff, trying to bounce it to the outside. Now back up into the mess of defenders. Goes the running back for the Red Devils. He'll pick up 5. And that was Burgess.
Coben Cottrell in there to make a tackle, as well as Andy Jetton in there.
So you've got those 2 middle backers that we've seen a lot at the JV level. Leland Schaefer and Clay Walker. Those 2 manning the middle of the defense. Beggs on the outside with Delk. Here's the handoff, Burgess up the middle again. Hard hitting inside. And a couple more for Burgess before the Raiders corral. Eli Howard in there for the tackle. Gain of 3, 3rd down and 2 at the 43 of Ravenswood. 3:35 rolling clock, 2nd quarter. And the Raiders leading 50-6. Red Devils have stuck with this formation. Double wing, double tights. Dawson, the quarterback sneak. He'll pick up 2 and 1 more to move the chains for, I believe, Matt White, just the 2nd time in the half.
Yeah, that was Bowling that time, Drew. They got him lined up at QB. He was their quarterback last year when we played against them, and so not real sure what's going on with Dawson.
It looks as if Bowling will stay in at QB. Fresh set of downs for the Red Devils just past the 45 at the Ravenswood 46. All Roane County in the first half. 50-6 is the lead. Bowling under center, and whistles come in. And that may be a delay of game.
Yep.
So back the Red Devils 5. Cooper Greathouse checking in now at safety. He'll replace Brandon Richardson. And now our buddy, If you don't know,
You already know it's Aiden Burr
you already know.
stepping out, playing some corner. Going to give Lane Watson a breather.
1st and 15 at the 41 of Ravenswood. Motion man. Bowling wants to throw. Dumps it out to the outside, in and out of Simmons' hand. Good coverage on the corner.
Good coverage there that time once again by Shea Harper, but Shea's going to get checked out of the game. So now we have a full JV unit in here.
Is that Fleroy?
That's Fleroy, number 9.
Chad Blosser checking in for Harper. So clock stopped at 2:34 with a 2nd and 15 from the 41 of the Red Devils. Bowling motions Simmons. He'll pitch. Simmons has problems in the backfield. Reverses course. Breaks free. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and adds 3 more to it. Nice run by Simmons, but he had pressure on the near side edge.
Yeah, Clay Walker, first guy through Drew, but wasn't able to get to him. But Hogan Greathouse with a nice tackle. Stayed home playing defensive end on the far side and was able to lock that thing in.
Noah Jett coming out, and I didn't see who that
Freeland.
was. Okay.
Freeland comes in.
Tyson Freeland in after the 8-yard carry. 3rd and 7 from just shy of midfield. 1:55 and counting. 50-6 Roane County. Bowling going to look to throw. 5-step drop. Launches it high into the sky, and coming back and making the grab. Tremendous play by Brandon Haynes.
Yep. Just tossed the ball up there, and the defender for Roane County didn't get his head turned around. If he would have, he'd have picked that thing off. That thing just lollipopped up in the air.
There's more people watching and listening. Rick and Tony watching from Spencer Middle School when they can. Sean Parsons, Roane County athlete as well. Tina Riley. She said congratulations to Skylar and Breyer for their 1,000-yard season. They're watching from Vienna, West Virginia. New set of downs at the Raider 33. Simmons in motion. Here's the fake pitch. Bowling keeps it himself, and not fooled on the play is a Roane County linebacker.
That's going to be Leland Schaefer, Drew. He's been playing some linebacker. These guys have gotten opportunities to play quite a bit this season at the varsity level. Just break down and make a nice tackle. Stays home, breaks down, and wraps up the leg. You know, that guy's wrestled before as well.
We have crossed the 1-minute threshold here in the half. 45 and counting, 50-6. 2nd and 10 from the Roane County 33. Bowling going to look to throw again, looking to the outside. Dumps it. Simmons in and out of his hands. Good coverage over on the wide side. I believe that was Chad Blosser.
Yep, Chad, nice job.
Wondering where his older sister Destiny is. Normally, when you see Chad make a big play, you hear.
Yeah, you hear Destiny.
Immediately following.
You know where she's at.
Although I talked to Chad's grandmother, who said she's been trying to calm down a little bit at these games. Clock stopped now with 36 seconds, 3rd and 10 from the Roane County 33. Raiders leading big, 50-6 here in the first half. Bowling, he's going to continue to look to throw. 5-step drop, pressure, just avoids the sack of Clay Walker, just so Clay can help somebody else get a sack.
Yeah, it looks like Eli Howard in there, Drew, to make the sack, so we're going to give him one. Clay Walker is just going to shoot, time this thing just right as the ball snapped. Nobody touches him, slows him up, and Eli continues to work and make a sack. Nice job, Eli.
Well, when you think about these guys who are going to be back next year, there are going to be some positions that need to be filled on the defensive line, on the O-line, and in the linebacking core. So these guys getting a little bit of extra time at the varsity level this year will really help Roane County's cause.
It's going to pay a ton of dividends for these guys throughout. You know, keeping varsity guys healthy, you know, letting those guys get a little bit of a breather, stay you know, keep their legs under them, but then the JV guys getting the experience to play against varsity guys, that's huge.
Red Devils take a timeout with 27 seconds left on a 4th down and 14 after the sack. 50-6 Roane County. We'll take the time to say hi to some more people. Shelby Looney, one of my former students watching from Walton, and she says, "Hey, Mr. Miller." Now, she knows that's not allowed. It's either Miller or Coach. But thank you very much. Our good buddy Marshall Woods watching from down in Georgia on the road. And, of course, Jim Parsky watching from Harrison, Michigan.
Go Blue.
Coach Allie Peary's father. Rolling out of the shotgun for the first time. He's got pressure again. He'll dump it to Nowheresville as Clay Walker yet again in on the pursuit.
Yeah, that should be a flag. But, you know, doesn't matter much.
At this point, we're not extending the first half any longer if we can avoid it.
Yeah, you can see some pressure here, though. Coben Cottrell's doing his job, and then Clay Walker there. And Bowling just trying to get the ball out of his hands and get it away. So now turnover on downs. Roane County JV unit going to get an opportunity here to be on offense for the last 21.
So the JV defense does their job after allowing just one big play. And the offense takes the field. 1st and 10 right to left for the final 21 seconds of the half. Raiders leading 50-0. Update on the Winfield-Scott game. Winfield up 26-0 in the third. Cooper Greathouse, the quarterback for the JV unit. Hands it off, and that is Chad Blosser. Fleroy finding some open room on the near side edge. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's actually
Brabham.
Oh, was that Brabham?
Yep.
Oh, man, I got to get an appointment with Dr. Radell and Dr. Barsh. That'll be the final play of the first half. All Roane County here tonight as the Raiders cruising towards 9-0. Take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the first half, give you some statistics. We'll talk with some of our former players in uniform after these messages.
Demand a machine that's built to mow the distance. Mow like you mean business with the Gravely ZT HD. The aggressive stance adds stability and a smoother ride. The plush, high-back seat ensures all-day riding comfort. And the Hydro Gear transmission delivers increased torque and control. Bring it home and cut like a pro. Find a Gravely ZT HD to help you get the job done right. Gravely, built to mow the distance.
Your local Gravely dealer is Richard's Lawn and Garden, located at 130 Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia. Phone number 304-927-4580. Be sure to visit our showroom across the street right beside the T-Mobile building.
Did you know Hardman's is now stocking Trex decking? That's right. You don't have to worry with staining your deck anymore with Trex decking. We have 3 colors in stock to choose from, so you can buy it today and install it tomorrow. Ask about special financing options and enjoy your new deck all summer long. Looking to beat the heat and upgrade the inside of your home this summer? Call Rachel and Ripley or Tracy and Spencer about new carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl flooring. Many of these options are in stock and ready for you to take home today. Maybe you want to give your walls their best look? Come in and pick out your new favorite color or have us color match to the one you just can't live without. Our best look paint and primer in one is your only choice for superior quality at an affordable price. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Although fall weather is beautiful here in West Virginia, falling leaves and brush piling up can turn your property ugly in a hurry. That's when you call on the pros at Hildreth Supply on Arnoldsburg Road. Hildreth Supply has a large inventory of Husqvarna chainsaws and Shindawa leaf blowers to tackle your toughest yard work. And Hildreth Supply is offering huge savings during Fleet Week from October 31st through November 5th with 15% off all Shindawa power units. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is... Shall we take an inventory of what's happening or just move on? This is Lisa Simmons from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we decided early on that the more you look backwards, the harder it is to move forward. So as for Advice 101, Honest Fred style, put one foot in front of the other, and if it's not on Honest Fred's Flooring, why bother? Stop in and see us at 373 East Main Street in Spencer, or check us out on the web.
HonestFreds.com. Looking for an affordable new Ford? Look no further than Jack Garrett Ford, where affordable Fords are a foregone conclusion. Check out the new EcoSport 4-wheel drive Titaniums, Explorer XLT 4-wheel drive, F-150 Lariat 4x4 with 3.5 EcoBoost, all at affordable prices while they last at Jack Garrett Ford. And of course, quality affordable late model used vehicles. Hurry, Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. The name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie Insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
We welcome you back to County Stadium at the half. All Raiders in the final meeting for the foreseeable future with their longest standing rival, the Ravenswood Red Devils. It's 50-6 at the half. All Raiders here. We thought this might be something that could be the way the game has gone. The Raiders, they are just about nameless, faceless opponents every single week. Doesn't matter who it is. They come to battle, they come to play, and they come to perform. Got started with a little bit of a hiccup here in this one. The Raiders go back to taking the opening kickoff, and Ravenswood and Coach Eric Hupp emptying out all they can, taking out all the stops. They go onside kick to begin the game. Roane County unable to corral it, and Ravenswood recovers at the Raider 40-yard line. But again, the defense has been completely dominant over the last 8 games. They did that just as well here in the first half as they go 3 and out for the Ravenswood offense. Negative yards for the Red Devils the first 3 series as they were forced to punt. Roane County got to work quickly after the first fumble as they scored every single offensive series of the first half except for the final series of the first half, with the JV only getting 1 carry in the end of the first half. But it was a dominant performance, John, as we thought it might be in the first half. The Raider offense scoring quickly, scoring often, the defense shutting down everything that the Red Devils had, and we're led to now JV action. I'm not sure what we're going to see as far as quarters being limited or whatever they're going to do, but I would imagine we're not going full go here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely not when you got putting JV guys in there in the second quarter. It's kind of like what happened with Braxton County. Just Roane County big plays, man, all night, chunk yards all night. But I talk about it all the time as the offensive line, man. Those guys just understand the scheme, and they understand what they're doing for those guys behind them. Of course, Begler, Delk, Shea, B. Rich, all those guys are very special, very talented guys, but they got to tip their cap to the guys up front. And defensively, I mean, we're just pinning our ears back and really owning the line of scrimmage, getting in there, making tackles in the backfield. Very few mistakes by our defense. We've just been relentless all night.
50-6 is your score at the half. Matt White cannot wait to hear these offensive statistics for Roane County.
Yeah, tons of big plays on the ground game for Roane County. Skylar Delk, 6 carries for 190 yards and a touchdown. Only 1 score out of those, though, averaging 31.6 yards per carry is Delk. Begler, 7 carries for 82 and 2 touchdowns. That's 11.7 a clip. B. Rich, 7 carries, 90 yards and a score, 12.8 yards per carry. And Shea Harper, 3 carries, 39 yards, 2 scores, 13 yards per carry. Roane County just getting it done on the ground. And Jacob Greathouse, he was pretty efficient. 1 for 1 for 64 yards and a score to Skylar Delk. 13 first downs in the half for Roane County. 2 penalties for 10 yards. The 1 turnover on the opening kickoff. 13-minute time of possession 406 yards on the ground for Roane County, 64 through the air. That's 470 yards of total offense for Roane County. Defensively, everybody getting in on the action. Jacob Bunner having a good game, 3 tackles and 1 sack. Ori May with 2 sacks in the ball game. Eli Howard getting there on a sack. Noah Jett, 2 tackles and 1 sack. Lane Watson with an interception. Delk with 3 tackles. Richardson with 2. And Colton Paxton with 2. But every one of those, you know, the running back for Ravenswood felt every bit of each one of those tackles. Ravenswood struggling to move the ball. Jacob Burgess, the leading rusher, 9 carries for 9 yards. Noah Simmons with 1 carry for 8. Noah Dawson was 1 of 4 through the air for 15 yards. That one going to Bowling. He also had an interception. Bowling, coming in relief of Dawson, was 1 of 4 for 18 yards. That completion going to Brandon Haynes. 3 first downs in the half for the Red Devils. 2 penalties for 10 yards, 1 turnover on the interception. 15-minute time of possession. 1 yard on the ground. 33 through the air, 34 total yards of offense for the Red Devils. Defensively, they were led by Zane Ballas with 4 tackles and Noah Dawson with 3. And Todd Green with 4 tackles as well. Austin Vanest credited with the fumble recovery for the Red Devils. Added up Roane County 50-6 here at the half.
And Roane County continues to roll. We'll see how the second half will shake out as far as time and running clocks. But right at the moment, we've got some special guests in studio. We're going to take a quick break, and we've got some Military Appreciation Nights veterans and active members here, former Raider football players as well. We'll talk to them on the backside of this commercial.
Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk. I'm a lifelong resident of Roane County and a 2001 graduate of Roane County High School. I've spent the last 18 years working in service of the public at Roane General Hospital and the last 10 years helping to cover youth sports here on WVRC. I've had the privilege of watching my father for the last 24 years, and I understand firsthand the amount of time and dedication it takes to be a successful county clerk. It's about the people knowing that when they walk through the door, they will be treated fairly and with respect, no matter the situation. The county clerk should always be the face of the office and not just a name on the door. If elected, I promise to continue with the same standards of hard work and service to the people of Roane County and the surrounding communities that you've all come to know and expect. Thank you for your support in the upcoming election. Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk.
Paid for by the candidate.
We welcome you back to County Stadium. Roane County's marching band on the field. It is Military Appreciation Night here at County Stadium. They had a little pregame thing down at the end zone, and of course they've got the big tent. That's a massive tent, by the way, set up. That's really neat, and they are getting to watch a great Roane County team do what they've been doing for the majority of this season. They are leading Ravenswood at the half, 50-6. We've been sent a couple of guys up here that we all know very, very well from many different eras of Roane County High School football, all in the military in some form of or another. We'll start off with the one we know most recently, and that is former Roane County High School quarterback and linebacker Danny Bush. Danny, thank you so much for joining us, number one. And number two, thank you for your service to the country. First off, let's get your credentials. Number one, you graduated when?
I graduated 2020.
Yeah, so he's very, very new as well. And so what did you decide to do as far as service was concerned?
I'm West Virginia Army National Guard, 12 November.
And they told me to remind you to say West Virginia Army National Guard numerous times as well.
Yes, sir.
What went into your decision, Danny, to join the military in whatever fashion?
Well, at the time, I just dropped out of college. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I wanted something to challenge me because I missed that about football. I missed all the challenges and everything, so I thought the Army was a good way to go. So that was a big factor in me joining the National Guard.
very good decision for him. If he wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do, join up, put your name on the dotted line. Very impressed that you did that, Danny. Obviously, Roane County football was a big part of your life. Roane County baseball as well, but Roane County football was such a big part of your life. Football in general was a big part of your life here. You had a stellar career coming through, and I think you were part of the group, John, who set up what we're seeing tonight, honestly.
Yeah, definitely so. When we were coaching back in that day, Danny, you were one of those guys that was back in the Midget League program, and some of these guys were C-teamers, B-teamers when you were up here, or when you were playing still for the Midget League program. I have many pictures, and I have many stories about how tough Danny Bush was. And when I heard he went into the military, I thought, man, that's going to be a perfect fit for this guy because he's very dedicated and one of the toughest guys that I know. He's a Steelers fan, though. So,
man.
Listen, we've gave each other grief since you were probably 5 years old.
Danny, do you have any best memories of your time as a Raider football player?
My best memory is probably being a part of almost like a magical game after the Alex passed away. There's 3 different things that happened during that game that was just crazy.
Braxton County.
Yeah, so I'll go tell the story. I played for 12 years, kick returner my whole life, and never had a kick return touchdown. And I returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. That was just one thing. And then Isaac Ryan played 12 years, never had a blocked punt in his life, blocks a punt. Cameron Bennett never had a pick six in his life, also played 12 years, had a pick six, all in the same game. So I'd say that's probably one of my favorite memories of playing football is just how magical it was that night, all the stuff that happened, and just knowing that he was basically there.
Oh, absolutely. That was a higher power helping you out with that one. Danny, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Thank you for your service. Obviously, we wish you the best in your military career and obviously whatever path you end up choosing.
Thank you.
That's Danny Bush. Next up on the docket, they're going from youngest to oldest. I don't want to call him oldest because he could still whip me. So the next one here is our good buddy Dale Locklear. Dale, you had an interesting path to become a Roane County High School football player, obviously.
That I did. Went to Gary. We got to play at Walton because Gary was such a small school, and so was Walton. So they combined the 2 schools to create another small team. My freshman year, I went to Alabama to Smith Station. It was a big 6A school there, so major tempo change. That was a wake-up call. Came back my sophomore year and actually played for Clay County. Didn't feel the family love atmosphere, and only wanted to come back here. My junior year, played for Coach Burdett my junior year. The biggest step for me was between my junior and my senior year. Hit it hard all summer. Really dedicated just everything to it, and it showed.
Yes.
There was a major improvement.
There was a major improvement in your size, number one. You were a part of some very, very good Roane County football teams here. What made you decide to choose the military after your high school football career was over?
Well, to be honest.
Was it dropping out of college like Danny over here?
No, not sure it's any better. So I just got out lifting conditioning and was walking through the commons area of the high school, and the recruiter was sitting there at a table, and he said, "Hey, bud, you're a well-built kid. You should join the Guard." And I said, "Okay, I don't have anything else going on," so I had no idea this was going to be the outcome.
So you are a member of the Army National Guard, is that correct?
The West Virginia.
Sorry. Tyler
Army
Lee's
National
looking
Guard.
at me evil now. So, again, do you have any favorite memories here at Roane County High School as a football player?
Williamstown was our last game my senior year. We, after the game, it didn't hit me that was going to be the last game until I went in the locker room and a friend said, "All right, let's pull your shoulder pads off." And I had a complete breakdown. Completely melted. Coach Burdett came over. He had a complete meltdown. We had a little moment there. And then he pulled my shoulder pads off and he said, well, I looked at him and I said, what do I do now? Because I really had nothing after that. I had no idea what my plan would be. and he said, I'll never forget it. He said, one day, many years down the road, I will look at him as an adult, a grown man, with a family of my own, and I will be a good man, and I'll make him proud. And now here we are.
Yep.
What, like 6, 7 years later?
Yep.
And here you are.
And you've checked off every one of those boxes, buddy.
Special relationship with Dale Locklear and Coach Paul Burdett. Dale, thank you for your service, buddy, and appreciate you joining us up here. Well, since Tyler Lee split on us all of a sudden, we're going to do a break in age level, and we're going to go back to our time here at Roane County High School. Scott Tolley. Scott, thank you very much for joining us. Obviously, thank you for the service that you have provided for so many years in the military. First off, title for you at this point.
So this point, first sergeant on the enlisted side with the West Virginia National Guard. So I'm the first sergeant of the 821st Engineer Company, which is housed in Summersville, West Virginia. So that's my unit. I am the senior enlisted leader for that unit. So I'm kind of like the father there,
Yeah, yeah, he's giving these younger guys, a lot of grief before we come on the air. Not only in that aspect, you've also been in law enforcement in your career. You've been serving people for the majority of your adult life.
Yes, that is true. So like many others, I joined the National Guard at a very young age. So at the age of 17, actually, between my junior and senior year, I was off to basic training. I come back, do my senior year, I was back off to training, come back and straight into college. So immediately graduating college, I started a career in law enforcement, at the same time serving part-time in the West Virginia National Guard. So for those number of years that I did that, obviously that transpired into a full-time career. Obviously that's what I've been doing for basically about the past 13 years is full-time active service in the West Virginia National Guard.
We go back to your time as a Roane County High School football player. You had your group had a very unique challenge. Number one, as the first really set of football players who came both from Walton and Spencer High School. You were a couple of years ahead of us, the teams that we looked up to as we started this process at Roane County High School. It had to be an interesting challenge for you guys to come together that way.
It was, for many years before that, as we was coming up through the program, obviously, there was a rivalry. Obviously, as you see, in two teams in the same county was always a rivalry. Then next thing you know, hey, they're on the field with you, side by side. It was a challenge, but it didn't last long, obviously, and we picked up, and it was Roane County Raiders really quick. So.
When you guys had to set the foundation as a football program, is it fun for you to see what it's become now?
Oh, I tell you, just standing up here looking at this facility now, I remember this was a cow pasture field. This is where we practiced. So we practiced on the pasture field, and then we went to the Spencer High School and played in the AstroDirt. So, this is amazing in what it looks like now.
Well, Scott, obviously we appreciate you for all the service that you've provided over the many years of your career in both law enforcement and in the military. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And now we come back to the one who just got away. He's back, and he is in the building, our good buddy Tyler Lee. Tyler, we know you very well. We've coached with you, obviously.
Certainly have.
And you are you and Jake Watson are the specialists in training our young kids.
I would call it the motivators. Absolutely the motivators.
Was there any doubt in your mind as you were growing up, the son of military, was there any doubt in your mind you were going to join?
No, I think it was definitely a bug that got planted really early on, but it wasn't anything that really interested to me initially. But I was on year 2 of college, had a full ride run track, and one of my communication classes was military driven, and one thing turned to the other, and now I wear an Army uniform. So I wouldn't change it for the world. The Army has offered a lot of things to me, and I've been very, very grateful to have been afforded those opportunities thus far. And I think a big piece of it, I would almost say, is a byproduct of these athletes, because we coached them early on. And, I mean, coming out here and seeing this beautiful field, the first game opener, and seeing all those kids that we coached early on, and just grown men, just absolute units.
They are grown men.
I saw Noah Jett, and I was like, we're looking at eye height now. I was like, man, I might have to fight him. He's big boy.
Yeah. Don't let the jolliness fool you. He can get nasty inside.
I know they're still goons, so that's always good.
Well, Tyler, obviously you were a part of some really good teams here at Roane County High School as well. When you go back to your time as a football player, any of those memories that stick out to you?
I think I could sit here and tell you for hours one or two different things out of every game that I played over the 4 years up here at the high school level. But for me, it was the brotherhood. One thing that Coach Burdett and the entire football program as coach taught us early on was a teamwork mentality, and that manifested to everyday life. I mean, it doesn't matter if you work at McDonald's or you work as an accountant. Like, there is a form of teamwork that you contribute to other people in that same path. So for me, it was the brotherhood. But the craziest part in all of it, I really missed the running. I missed the conditioning part.
I always knew you were nuts.
That was, and you saw it when we coached the little
Yes.
boys. You know, right when conditioning Sergeant Lee come up, just get his little drill sergeant hat on me and Jake Watson.
John, I could have been happier that they were on our staff at that point.
We were way past our prime, Drew. Way past it at that time. But yeah, I'm so proud of the man that you've become. We've always been huge fans of you on the football field. We had the opportunity to coach with you. You made a mark on a lot of these kids, man. You know, when I can see their faces light up when they see you come in. That's a big deal. And you were a great part of our coaching staff when we coached those guys. And I'm very proud of you, man. And I love you from the bottom of my heart.
It's very magical. It really is. And just to be on the field and watch them at the high school level, it's just years and years and years. And it started with us.
Right.
I take great pride in that and saying, hey, if we did everything in life wrong, at least we got this right. Now,
Siler, thank you so much for the service. Thank you for being a great positive influence for the kids. All of you guys, thank you so much. And we hope
shout out
that you
to Staff Sergeant there, Starcher, for not coming up here and talking to us.
Yeah, what the heck, Shane? Come on, man.
He could have told us about what it was almost like to be part of a team that almost made it to the second playoff round.
Guys,
sorry, Shane.
Express thank you to the rest of the guys who are here who weren't able to make it up here. We thank you all for coming up. Thank you for giving us of your time, and thank you all for your service to the United States. That are some of the former Roane County players here. And while we've got a quick second, Matt White, you've been working on some scores of interest around the state. Let's take a look at those.
Well, the biggest issue, everybody's looking at that Scott game. The problem with it is, with Roane County playing a single-A team this week, it's going to lower our overall score. Independence is rolling in their game today. They could possibly jump even if Scott goes down, depending on bonus points. Let me get it pulled up here real quick. We had a little chaos going on up here in the booth. Right now, though, Winfield holding on 26-14 over Scott. Independence up big on Wyoming East, 52-0. Not a lot of points for Roane County to be able to get this week. A lot of teams, the AA teams, Clay, they're up 14-13 on Summers County, but that's a single-A team, so no bonus point there for the Raiders. Lewis County, they're holding around with East Fairmont. It's like 21-6, but that one's in the fourth quarter. Lewis County's been a team that's gotten us a few extra bonus points. Braxton is down to South Harrison, a single-A school. Looking across, like I said, there's just not a ton of points out there for Roane County, so don't be shocked if we do happen to drop a little bit. Williamstown up big on Doddridge, 34-7, but of course, most important score for Roane County, 50-6 here at the half.
Full JV unit here in the second half. John Bowen kicking off. The lefty puts the leg into it from right to left, high, and a kick to an up man, and that one will be dropped at the 46-yard line. A great tackle. Again, was that Freebird, Tyson Freeland?
Yeah, Tyson Freeland in there on the stop.
We're so happy to be able to talk to just a few of our former Raider athletes who are in uniform. So appreciative of them for coming up.
Yeah, Brian Hickman sent me a picture of it was the Roane County Sheriff's Shield that he commissioned Dale Locklear in his senior year of high school in 2016. Beautiful painting, and just very complimentary of Dale being
great kid.
First and 10 from the 46 of the Red Devils. Roane County's JV unit's going to be in for the second half. As you look down on the sidelines, those camo jerseys do not have shoulder pads underneath them for the varsity players. So a lot of opportunity for this second and third unit guys to get some playing time. 4 yards on the pickup, out to the 49. 50-6. I want to say thank you for everybody joining us. Doris Weekly tuning in. Our good buddy Brian McCune, he calls himself Cue Ball, has for many, many years, tuning in as well. Cobra, Jonathan Shirey joining us as well. Handoff up the middle. Was that the big man?
It's Green.
Oh, I thought that was Zane Bayless. I saw the red undershirt for a second. And that was just Bayless in front of him.
Yeah, I was kind of confused there because Green didn't play much there in the second quarter, Drew. He was on the sideline with his helmet off, so I think he's gotten situated now, and they've got him in the backfield because they have Bowling in there at quarterback and no Dawson.
Green's not a small man. He is senior, 6'1", 195. 3rd down and 5. Bowling fakes the give, and he'll keep it himself to the outside. He's got free range running down to the 30 of the Raiders. Cooper Greathouse, a great open field tackle on Bowling, but a big gain for the quarterback.
Yeah, Greathouse that time comes from the safety spot, and he just had a nice angle there on Bowling and a nice wrap-up tackle there along the sideline.
Peggy Blackwell tuning in to watch us as well. Brianna Blackwell's grandmother tuning in. John Cobb watching from Alto, Texas. 1st and 10 at the 30 of Roane County. The pitch to the outside. That's Haynes. Haynes choosing the running lane, and he will pay after a 6-yard carry. A great low tackle by a Roane County JV player.
Yeah, it looks like that was Chad Blosser as well as Leland Schaefer. Both guys combined for that tackle.
10 minutes and rolling in the 3rd quarter. Opening possession. Again, Roane County leading 50-6. So the Raiders with the junior varsity unit in for the second half. 2nd down and 4. Ball resting inside the 25 at the 24 of Roane County. Motion man, quick hitter up the middle. That's Green once again. Falls forward after being tripped up at the 20 down to the 18.
Chad with another tackle here. He might be making a push for Willard C.
Change will move down to the 18. Go the Red Devil offense. Again, the Red Devils, they don't have a lot of players right now, so you're not going to see many that we would consider to be junior varsity players. It's basically our JV, their varsity. Counter play to the outside goes Haynes, and he will be locked up along the sideline. Good lateral pursuit by the Raider defense.
Bradley Mace over there to make a stop.
Mace, a very fast linebacker on the outside. Really committed himself in the offseason, get his body faster and bigger and handle some punishment at the varsity level. Now starting to dish out some of that punishment.
Yeah, he was very strong as a freshman coming in.
Maybe a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 6. Haynes in motion. Quick hitter off tackle, and they've got him locked up. That's going to be another loss on the carry.
Tyson Freeland there, the first guy, Drew, hits and wraps up. He's a guy that I've had a lot of conversations with about once football season's over. Try to get him on the mat. I think it'll help him out big time with that leverage.
Clock rolling under 8 minutes in the 3rd quarter on this first drive. 3rd down and 6 from the 19 yet again. Bowling sends a man in motion. He'll pitch it to the outside. That's number 20. Down to the 10, down to the 5, towards the end zone, and in goes Matthew Phelps, a freshman. That's the first time we've seen Phelps. So, again, the Red Devils are putting in who they can put in right now as JV unit guys. And another score put on at the 7:48 mark of the 3rd quarter as the Roane County leads 50-12 now. It will be, once again, Cassie Boucher had an opportunity after that kick return by Simmons in the first half, put one plunked right off the left upright. That makes her 7 of 11 for the year. She's had opportunities and been very good. Red Devils going to run somebody on late. Bowling the holder, checking how many are on the field. And now Bowling sees one too many, and I think he's going to burn a timeout. He will, and we'll take a break with him. 50-12, extra point to come. Roane County on top.
When the heat starts to rise, pick your perfect chill at your Spencer McDonald's. We are now offering our iced carbonated drinks. Try one of our 3 new flavors, Fanta Wild Cherry, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or Coca-Cola. Stop by today at your Spencer McDonald's. We are proud supporters of all Roane County athletes. McDonald's, I'm loving it, and so will you.
We welcome you back to the Castle. The Castle. I'm thinking ahead now. We welcome you back to County Stadium. I'll get to the Castle in a couple of months here. 50 to 12 right now. Roane County on top. The opening drive for the Red Devils, turning off over 4 minutes of the third quarter clock before the score by Matthew Phelps, the freshman. Timeout called by the quarterback Bowling after he counted 12 on the field. So they will get set now for the extra point with Boucher.
A couple of games in single A that we were hoping maybe could get some points off of. Buffalo are trailing 16-0, and St. Mary's now trailing East Hardy 21-13. That's a big matchup, 10 and 15 matchup.
So Bowling will set to hold as Boucher marks off her steps. Snap is clean. The hold. The kick is up. This one, did it sneak in? It did. So Boucher makes good on the second opportunity, and your score 50-13. Roane County back on offense after these messages.
McIntosh Hardware Furniture and Appliances has been servicing Spencer and the surrounding area for over 50 years. McIntosh carries the finest selection of products to bring you the best value for your purchases. We are a full-line furniture, appliance, bedding, and hardware retailer. We proudly supply Amana, Frigidaire, Vaughan, Broan, Lazy Boy, Whirlpool, Brown, and Maytag products. Shop local and support local businesses who support local athletes. We offer what the big stores won't: sales, service, delivery, installation, and removal. Call 304-927-2700. Visit us on the web at macintosh.goretailer.com. Check out our Facebook page at McIntosh Hardware Furniture and Appliances, or stop by and see us at 204 Market Street in downtown Spencer.
50-13, your score with 7:48 left in the third quarter. Roane County leading big. Matt White.
Yeah, that one a 8-play drive, 54 yards, 4 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. Matthew Phelps with a 14-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick is good. Roane County still up 50-13 now on the Red Devils.
Perry Shamlin tuning in from Boston, Massachusetts. Jennifer King, Randy Burgess as well from Jackson County. The kick from Milhone dropped at the 10, now picked up by Chad Blosser at the 15, and he'll be lit up at the 17-yard line. That is where Roane County will begin their first offensive possession for the junior varsity.
That was Brabham on the kick return there, Drew. You getting those two numbers are pretty close.
Yeah, that makes Brabham look taller and Leroy look a little shorter now. 9 and 2. Yeah, I can't see any of that. 1st and 10 for the JV. Right to left they'll go here in quarter number 3, with the Raiders leading 50-13. A fully loaded backfield for Roane County. Handoff third man. That is Garrett Brabham. Good run for Garrett, out to the 25, out to the 26. Now, Brabham on the year has had some varsity minutes as a running back, and he has not been bad in his time as a rusher for Roane County this season. Just 20 varsity carries, but he's got 90 yards, averaging almost 5 a carry at the varsity level.
Yep. Quick shout out to our buddy Jeff Salone. He said the Walton gang were watching the live feed and sitting by the fire.
I envy them. At some point I'm going to be doing that. 9 on the carry, 2nd and 1 for the Raider JV unit. Quick hitter, that's Schaefer, and Leland locked up at the line of scrimmage. So that will bring up 3rd and short. Under 7 minutes and counting in the third quarter, 50-13 Roane County. If the Raiders hold that 35-point advantage, it will be a running clock in the 4th.
So the Raider JV get a first down here and keep this clock rolling.
Update on Winfield and Scott. Thank you for Kim Pickens. 34-14 Winfield over the number 1 team in Class AA at the moment. Cooper Greathouse under center. He'll hand it off, third man, and that is Garrett Brabham, and he has got the first down slung out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Good lead blocking in front of Garrett.
Yeah, Clay Walker out there. Drew Clay, just one of those steady football players that loves the game, has been so good throughout the years. And nice blocking out there to kind of seal that for Garrett as he able to get into the secondary and pick up some nice yardage.
Out to the 35, moving the chains is Garrett Brabham. 6 minutes and rolling, third quarter. Roane County down or up. Oh, I've lost it completely. It's been a long day. 50-13, Roane County leading. Raiders will stick with the fully loaded backfield. Brabham again, puts the shoulder down, fights out to the 39, give him 4. And at this point, what you're looking for is Roane County to continue to move the ball. Front line, do your job just as the varsity does. Running backs run hard, and if you're blocking out in front, block out in front, stay in bounds, and run the clock.
Yeah, a lot of valuable time, a lot of valuable reps right here for the JV unit.
Nearing the 5-minute mark of the third, quick third quarter. Greathouse hands it off again. That's Brabham. 2 lead blockers. Garrett out to the 43-yard line. Chunking yardage is the Roane County junior varsity offense.
That time, Todd Green, the senior, in there on the stop for Ravenswood.
Ball moves out to the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 2. The line to reach is the 45 exactly. 4:45 and rolling, third quarter. This is the methodical type of Roane County offense we were used to early in the year, as the Raiders have become quick strike in the last 4 weeks. Traditional heavy. 3rd man, great defensive play in the interior as the Raider rusher Brabham tripped up at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he will lose a yard.
That was Clay Walker that time, dotting the I. Drew and Sayre kind of came shooting in and wrapped up Clay.
At least I got the 2 right.
Yeah, you were close. You just missed the 5.
I was shielded from the 5. How about that? 4th down, Raiders will go for it. Heavy package leaning to the left, and the old Cleveland. It has worked so many times in Roane County's near history, and it does it again. 5 yards on the penalty. That will move it past the 45. The chains will move. The drive will continue at 3:54 with Roane County leading big 50-13.
Those young men up front are doing a really good job of blocking.
Eli Howard, Logan Greathouse, Colton Elliott. John, you're going to have to help me on the opposite side.
Yeah, Tyson Freeland over there, and I think Richard Greathouse is also over there blocking. Trying to look down the sideline here to see who I do not see. Possibly Logan White over on the far side as well.
Raiders staying in the huddle. The play clock just started. It's down to 20 now. They'll break the huddle at 15. They'll send Aiden Burr to the wide side of the field by himself. Heavy package to the right. Greathouse turns, hands it off. That's Clay Walker again. Clay fights for what he can get. Out just shy of midfield. 1 yard on the carry at the 49. 2nd and 9. But that clock continues to roll, guys, down to the 3-minute mark. And this is not a running clock right now in the third quarter, but it has been a fast third quarter nevertheless.
Yeah, not a whole lot of throwing the ball around from the JV level. So use every bit of clock that you can. Last year we were in a few games where we were kind of in the same situation, and you just got to run the ball.
Raiders will stay tried and true to the 3-back set. Turn and hand it off. That's Brabham cutting it off a defender and off of a blocker up front, and he'll pick up big yardage, give him 6 or 7. Past midfield down to the, I'm going to call him down at the 46.
Come on.
Come on. I said at least the 44. 2:15 and counting. Brabham mounting up some yardage here in the opening drive of the second half for the Raider offense.
6 carries for 36.
Third down and a long 3. Yard to reach is the 42, just shy of the 42. And here comes another one. Cooper Greathouse. He's a magician, folks.
Listen, that's just...
He's like a ventriloquist.
Throwing his voice down the defensive line.
Oh, nice. Go on, clock roll.
Well, we already called Cooper Greathouse Ricky Bobby this year because he decided he was going to cut off his own cast with a broken hand. He did so, and now he's acting more like the alternate character after the two split up, the Magic Man.
Oh, gosh.
And what was the other one? El Diablo?
Yes.
It's like a fighting chicken or something. First and 10 after another Cleveland works for the Raider JV while resting at the 40-yard line. 1:20 and rolling third quarter. Roane County leading 50-13. Greathouse handing it off again. And that one goes for 1 yard. And is that Brabham again?
Yes.
I can't believe that he looks this much in this camo uniform like Fleroy.
Well, so Brabham has black sleeves and his face mask. He has the 2 bars with the 3 in the middle.
I
And then
can't
Clay
see
Walker
his
has
face
black
mask.
sleeves.
He can't see a number. How is he going to see a face mask?
A bar on a face mask?
There's double bars. Attention to detail.
Yeah, if you've got eagle eyes. 2nd and 9 from the 39 of the Red Devils. We can't all have 2015 vision. That is Brabham. Breaks a tackle, jumps over a defender down to the 35. I like the way Garrett runs, though, guys. He runs very hard for his size.
Very, very hard. Very tough guy to bring down low to the ground. Good, good footwork.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 as the fourth quarter will get set to go. Roane County leading 50-13 here against Ravenswood.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We welcome you back to County Stadium. Got that right this time. I'm going to get the score right in Roane County's favor, 50-13. The junior varsity unit has been on the field since late first half, and the Raider offense right now doing work, John. They've got a 3rd and 5. This has been a sustained drive.
Yeah, they're just continuing to stay in heavy, move the football down the field, and Garrett Brabham having himself a pretty nice quarter, or pretty nice second half here, Drew. He's had some opportunities this year because of the Roane County blowouts in the first half, and nice to see that freshman getting the chance. But I'll tell you what, once again, you got to talk about the offensive line. Those guys are opening up the holes for the running backs, and you got to tip your cap to Leland Schaefer and Clay Walker. Those 2 guys are your fullbacks in that heavy look, and they're getting the job done.
Brandon Charles, the other lineman I could not find, as well as the rest of them. So Roane County, they'll switch sides. They'll move right to left in this final quarter. And obviously with the lead as the margin of more than 35, the clock will roll. So this final quarter will be relatively quick. Although the third was quick as well. Lots of running plays. Roane County will line up in the traditional I formation. Greathouse will go under center. Here's a pitch to the outside. Brabham looking for room to run. Tackled. Is he at the yard to reach at the 30? That is the question.
Looks to be a first down.
It looks at the far sideline that they're going to
move it.
Good hard run. I like the vision of Brabham. Picked the right lane. And takes it off tackle for the first down.
This will be the 15th play of the drive.
Wow.
They churned up 7 minutes and 48 seconds of that third quarter clock.
Raiders lead 50-13, all JV here in the second half, and they are playing well against a heavy varsity unit. And now you see some of the JV guys they have, but you still see bowling out there. I mean, they just don't have enough players to go full JV, does Ravenswood. Here's a pitch near side. Brabham cuts it off. There goes Garrett down to the 25, takes a forearm shiver from Simmons. Gets up quickly. Give Garrett 5 more. Hey, is he close to 100, Matt?
Halfway there.
All right.
To keep this up, I'm going to run out of room on my drive summary sheet here.
10:25 rolling. Again, it's a rolling fourth quarter clock here as Roane County is up more than 35. 50-13. Second down 5 from the 25 of the Red Devils. Back to heavy package. Cooper Greathouse under center. This will be the second man through. Schaefer gets turned and pulled down after a yard, maybe 2. And it'll be third down and 3.
Yeah, Todd Green in there once again. Good to see him back in the game. Like I said, the first half he was on the sideline, helmet off, and he's a senior, so just getting some opportunities to play out his senior year.
4 down territory for the Roane County JV units. They need the 20, the ball resting at the 23. 9.5 rolling on the fourth quarter clock, 50-13 Roane County. Freshman Cooper Greathouse under center with the interesting quarterback number 47. Brabham following lead blockers. He's right near the yard to reach once again. And it looks like the near side official calling first down. And this drive, Matt, is very impressive.
Yeah, that's now 16 plays.
Matt's drawing more boxes.
I'm going to have to draw more boxes because and they've also churned up over 11 minutes.
Under 9 counting here in the ball game. First fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 20 and another. That is 3, and Cooper Greathouse gets up a little excited that time. He's got to have a smile on his face running over to Coach Burdett.
He's talking to Coach Rick Cottrell there. Rick Cottrell, the JV coach, doing a nice job with these guys this year.
Both Ricky Bobby and the Magic Man is Cooper Greathouse. Final score from the Winfield Scott game. The Generals defeats the number 1 Skyhawks 34-14, so they'll be shuffling up at the top of the Class AA rankings. First down and 5, ball at the 15 of the Red Devils. Third man, that is Brabham, and flying in and lacing him down is Green once again. That'll be a loss of a yard. They'll give him forward progress to the 16.
Like I said, with the point system, though, don't automatically assume that Roane County is going to jump to number 1 because Independence playing a AA school will have more points on the week plus a couple of bonus that Roane County will not have.
Just got an update from our good buddy Coach Wayne Jarvis right in front. Frankfort defeating North Marion 41-20. Good hard run. Was that
Clay
25?
Walker. That was Clay Walker.
Clay Walker. So they'll get back the one that they lost and a couple of more as Clay Walker goes for 6, and moves the chains. 1st and goal for the Roane County JV unit.
Be nice to see these guys punch one in here.
6:50 and rolling fourth quarter, 50-13. Roane County's JV here in the second half. They'll split Burr to the near side. They'll stay heavy. Greathouse sets. He'll turn, he'll hand it off. That's Brabham. Brabham into the pile down to the 5. This is a fun fun drive to watch. Matt White doesn't like it so much right now, but
I love it. I'm just running out of room on my paper. I'm down to the next line. That is the 20th play of the drive.
That was Clay Walker that time.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna make John start calling play-by-play now.
Just these jerseys, Drew.
I knew it would be a struggle.
I just want to make sure Clay gets the yardage.
Okay. Clay Walker with the yardage.
Yeah, Clay's the eye.
Oh, okay.
Just call it beforehand.
Now I paid attention. This is Clay Walker on the pitch. Clay to the outside. He's got a lead blocker, and Clay Walker into the end zone. Tremendous lead blocking from his buddy Leland Schaefer out in front, and the Raider JV has capped off a tremendous drive.
Yeah, this time it's not the it's traditional heavy. You have Bradley Mace up there with the maroon cleats on. You see him out front, and you see a nice block by Leland Schaefer. They get our buddy Clay Walker into the end zone.
So the Raider JV capped a tremendous and very efficient drive. And they will go for two here, 56-13 with 5:46 left in the game. Greathouse will pitch it to the outside. Walker again, he's heading towards the pylon, and he will sneak in at the edge of the pylon. Wow. John, that was really, really good.
Yeah, beautiful, continuous 70,000 play drive. I can't wait to hear what Matt says. But, yeah, just kind of the same play here set up off this two-point conversion, just the pitch. And look, Clay Walker showing some wheels to get to the edge. I like it.
Matt doesn't have enough digits, hands and feet together to add that one up.
I think you took Katie's shoe off.
Probably just about had to. It was a 23-play drive that took 13 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock, 83 yards. Clay Walker with a 5-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion attempt, good. Roane County JV unit rolling, continuing to rack up yards and points on the board, 58-13. Now the Raiders on top.
Love to see it. So Roane County will be kicking off. And our thoughts now move to next Friday night, right here at County Stadium once again. And the Raiders will go for perfection in the regular season as they will face off against the Oak Glen Golden Bears. Ironically, the Golden Bears spoiling Roane County's home playoff game many years ago. Right here on this field with another one of Roane County. Well, yeah, in this state. Golly, wow. John's just on me tonight.
I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just stating out. I'm just pointing out facts. I'm the facts checker.
Bowen will set to do the kicking once again. 5:46 remaining. After that 23-play, 83-yard drive from the Roane County Junior Varsity unit. The lefty Bowen approaches high. End over end kick lands at the 30. Down to the 25 it goes. Picked up there by Green. Great open field tackle. Coming in like lightning. And that is Fleroy.
He didn't have sleeves.
He was close enough to I could see his number 9 jersey. That's all I know.
If you go back and watch the YouTube, it's this side of the field Drew's able to see it.
Yeah, I can see it close to me. Great tackle, though, by Chad Blosser.
Yeah, that's his 4th tackle of the game.
Very good job. Out to the 32 it goes for the Red Devils. And the clock will roll now. 5:35 and rolling, 4th quarter action. Got some new JV unit guys on the field here. We'll try to get all the names of those. Here's a pitch to the outside, and look at the coverage to the edge.
Clay
Walker. I tell you, Clay Walker he knows the shoes he's going to have to fill next year, and he has worked himself to the point where he's going to step into Colton Paxton's shoes, and I am confident.
Yeah, he's a worker, man. He's of the same mold of Colton Paxton. He just loves football, gets after it. Just a wonderful kid.
A huge loss of 7 Second down and 17 at the 25 of the Red Devils. Quick hitter off tackle. No idea.
Burgess,
thank you, Matt. He gets back the 7 lost on first down. It'll be 3rd and long. 4:35 and rolling here in the final quarter. Another substitution coming in. Braxton Browning checking in for Roane County.
Going to give Freeland a breather.
Browning just a freshman. Yeah, John's going to have to help me with the people checking in, obviously. Bowling back at quarterback, working to the outside. He's got pursuit, breaks the tackle of Greathouse. He comes all the way back to the near side. Bradley Mace flies in. Bowling able to get away from that one, but he can't get away from the third.
Chad Blosser.
Fleroy with another tackle on the outside. Greathouse with a great play on the edge. He sealed it and almost had Browning. Browning able to reverse course. Bradley Mace coming flying in on the near side.
Yeah, he was there for the tackle, just wasn't able to get that.
4th down opportunity for the JV defense. 4th and 3. Motion man to the near side. Here's the handoff. Burgess. He's locked up by Browning, but he'll continue to fight, and I think he may have gotten the first down. Braxton right there, though, at the point of attack.
Yeah, had him wrapped up, just wasn't able to bring him down, and Burgess picks up the first down.
Brandon Charles checking back in, replacing Greathouse. And the chains will move, but so will the clock. 3 minutes left in this one before we cap it off and call Roane County officially 9-0. So number 7 Frankfort defeating number 4 North Marion 41-20. Number 5, number 4 Winfield defeating number 1 Scott 34-14. So we're going to see some very interesting changes in the top of the AA rankings.
Yeah, Pinson that time, Drew, was the D tackle. Oh, looks like he's down. I think he might have twisted an ankle.
Hunter Pinson, one of those youngsters for Roane County, just a freshman as well. A nice tackle for Hunter before he goes down. Gain of 3 on the carry. A timeout called by the officials for an injury. 2:28 as the clock is temporarily stopped. 58-13. Roane County leading. Again, the JV started to filter in defensively midway through the second quarter, and they took over completely here in the second half, and they've played well.
Yeah, very impressed with them across the board.
It's always tough when you have a JV team. Sometimes there's not teams to play.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you have shortened schedules. Roane County played 6 or 7?
They played quite a few. Pinson's up. Good to see. I think he just maybe dinged up his ankle a little bit.
With the way Roane County's varsity's been playing, fellas, the JV's got a lot of Friday night action.
They have had a ton of time.
A new safety in, Elias Duffield, the freshman, coming in to play safety. Trying to find everybody that I can. And these jerseys are not meant to be seen. They're camo. Second down and 7. The clock will roll now. 2:25 left in the game. Bowling pitching it to the outside. That's a big bowling ball taking that
Sayer.
one. Number 52, Jaden Sayer, 6 foot 190.
Chad Blosser, no, excuse me. That wasn't Blosser. That's number 6 for Roane County, Drew.
So that was Ava Bratton.
Made a nice tackle there.
Nicholas Burnside checking in. Nick, the younger brother of 2-time first-team All-Stater Garrett Burnside. And the pitch to Sayer again, and a good open field tackle, chasing down Sayer. Freeland, I tell you, he is deceptively quick chasing down runners.
Yeah, Freeland really coming into his own here throughout this season, Drew. He chases down the other D tackle here. You can see him grab a hold of him and pull him down and make a nice stop. That's Freeland's 3rd tackle of the game.
Freebird checks out. In comes Gabe Deaver on the edge. Minute 15 left. 1st and 10 at the Roane County 37. Another good open field tackle by a Roane County JV unit player.
That was Deaver there.
David Gaspers as well. Seeing a lot of these freshmen make plays here, John. Oh, Red Devils have it, so they'll take another timeout with 51 seconds remaining in the contest, much to the delight of John Penna.
Yeah, I got to get up early tomorrow. Got a few cuts. Got a nice little Saturday planned. Heading to Parkersburg. Bed Bath & Beyond, maybe. I don't know.
We'll see if we have enough time.
We'll see if we have enough time.
Are you going to go to Home Depot?
Listen, I've got the list, man. We're hitting up Home Depot, Lowe's. Yeah. Got to get some things.
Oh, there's definitely a Bed Bath & Beyond trip coming.
Do they have a Bed Bath & Beyond in West Virginia?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know, but somewhere.
Yeah. In the mall. Huh.
Hey, listen. We know that Kata knows where things are.
She knows.
Not only that, she's laying out deals and discounts for us. She's not looking it up either. That's just from pure memory.
John, you guarantee her and your wife have been talking about them deals.
50% off.
I'm probably in for it tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be all over the place.
You better get a couple extra cuts in the morning, Bob.
Yeah. Pay for gas.
Final 51 seconds of the ball game coming.
We're going to get a run by another lineman. 72 in the backfield. Stewart.
Matthew Stewart, the senior, 6 foot 160. Again, this is the final game of the year for Ravenswood. And Stewart will take it, and it's going to come back, unfortunately. But look at the open field tackle again.
That time, yeah, Chad Blosser, listen, there's no basketball in your future, man. You're a wrestler. Cut it out. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Okay?
Leroy, man, he has exploded for tackles here. How many is that for Chad?
That is number 6.
He might be leading the team tonight.
I think he actually is leading the team.
Mike, I thought you were kidding when you said early making a case.
Making
but no.
a case.
6 tackles in 1 half. And again, they've only had 2 series to work. 15 seconds left. 2nd and 11. They'll go quickly, and whistles come in, and they just going to let Bowling run with it. And Bowling tackled again. And I believe that one, Clay Walker? Charles, never mind. Final play of the ball game. Roane County stays unblemished. 58-13. Roane County wins it. Take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the ball game, give you your statistics, and your Willett C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game after these messages.
NV Graphics has proudly been serving Roane and surrounding counties since 2013. We are located on Williams Drive in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We offer screen printing and
Well, we thought the game was over, folks. We had a timeout called, so we return quickly. We apologize to John's silky smooth voice. We'll get that ad in a second. Untimed down coming here for the Red Devils. Bowling will hand it off to the senior. Down the sideline, cutting it back, and that will do it. Wait, flags? John, anything?
Nope.
And now the game will officially conclude, and now we can finish off the advertisement for NV Graphics.
NV Graphics has proudly been serving Roane and surrounding counties since 2013. We are located on Williams Drive in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We offer screen printing, embroidery, custom apparel, team uniforms, signs, banners, trophies, and awards. Does your school, team, or league need help with fundraiser ideas? Then give us a call, 304-927-6466. That's our specialty. NV Graphics, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Closed for lunch daily from noon to 1. Supporting local small businesses help directly support your kids in the community. Give NV Graphics an opportunity to earn your business. Thank you.
Well, folks, what we thought may be happening here tonight turned out to come to fruition. Roane County all over the Red Devils of Ravenswood. Your final score, 58-13. The Raiders remain undefeated at 9-0. They'll have one more opportunity to make it 10-0, and just the 4th perfect regular season in Roane County history, not Roane County High School history, in all of Roane County High School football, going back to the Spencer High School and Walton High School days as well. Got started with a hiccup, John, with a onside kick for Ravenswood. You knew that they were going to empty the coffers here tonight to try to do what they could. They got the opening possession off the turnover, and Roane County's defense went to work. 3 and out, 3 straight times, negative yardage in each series offensively in the first half. Sans the JV unit getting 1 play. Roane County scored every single offensive possession, and they chunked it up in that first half. 400-plus yards, most of it on the ground. The JV unit defensively was filtered in late in the first half, and they did a tremendous job. So we knew coming out in the second half that the JV unit was going to be out here on offense and defense for the entirety of the second half. And I tell you what, they made Ravenswood earn the touchdown that Ravenswood got in the second half. And what a drive, 23-play drive, nearly, 13 minutes off the clock in the second half. Now, there was a running clock in the fourth quarter, but Roane County's JV scoring and then holding on the final possession of the ball game. And so that was how it ended. Just a dominant performance. Again, the varsity guys with just jerseys and sleeves on in the second half for the 4th time this year.
I believe so. Everybody out there listening in and watching this awesome, magical season, it just doesn't happen this way, right? Like, you just don't show up football season and this kind of stuff happens. You really got to put a lot of time into, your craft, and a lot of these kids have been able to do that throughout their youth league careers, throughout their middle school careers, throughout their high school careers now, and they continue to work in the offseason. They work by watching film. It's not easy to do what they're doing. Yeah, we're playing some teams with some down years, and our schedule's not as tough as we would like for it to be, but you never know from year to year, But you just can't say enough about what these kids have been able to do to get themselves prepared to be in a situation like this. A lot of folks maybe around the state are kind of surprised, but folks that are close to the program, we understand what these guys have done to prepare themselves to be a team like they are right now.
It is the same motto every single week, and it's not lost on this group of kids. They had a big win last week, and it is as if that game did not even happen as far as Monday was concerned. They went right back to business, and they prepared themselves. They watched the film. They did what they were supposed to do. They knew the tendencies coming in. They took care of business fast as they could take care of business. They got out of here healthy. They got the JV unit some time, and they win a game, number one, 9-0, and that's the biggest deal for Roane County.
Yeah, just another great performance on all aspects of the game. Yeah, the JV unit gave up a kick return and a touchdown, but man, you're playing against some varsity guys, so just proud of the effort from top to bottom of this football team.
The final game of the season for the Ravenswood Red Devils, obviously not the season that they would have liked, but again, as you mentioned, in small town West Virginia, you're going to have ups and downs as the season and the years go on. Roane County, though, 9-0 now with the victory, and that'll set up a big one to finish 58-13. Matt White, break it down.
Yeah, the varsity guys in the first half, it was Skylar Delk, 6 carries, 190 yards, a touchdown, 31.6 yards per carry. Begler, 7 carries, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11.7 a carry. Brandon Richardson, 7 carries, 90 yards, a touchdown, 12.8 a carry. And Shea Harper, 3 carries for 39, 2 touchdowns, 13 yards per carry. In the second half, though, with the JV guys in there, Garrett Brabham, he was 12 carries for 53 yards, and Clay Walker, 5 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. In the air, Jacob Greathouse, 1 for 1 for 64-yard touchdown strike to Delk. In the game, 19 first downs. The JV guys able to pick up 6 first downs on that 22-play, 13-minute drive. So 19 for the game for the Raiders, 3 penalties for 15 yards, 1 turnover, and a 26-minute time of possession. As a team, as a unit, as a one, 471 yards on the ground, 64 through the air, 535 yards of total offense for the Raiders, who defensively those first half guys were just really just doing a dominant job up front. Jacob Bunner, 3 tackles and a sack. Ori May with a couple of sacks. Delk with 3 tackles. Paxton with a couple of tackles. Eli Howard in there on a sack. And Noah Jett, 2 tackles and a sack. And Lane Watson with the interception. But Fleroy leading the way in tackles with 7 in the game. Chad Blosser, excellent game for him on the defensive side of the ball. Roane County's defense, even when the JV guys were in there, was very, very stout. It was Matthew Phelps with the 1 carry for 14 and a touchdown, and then Jacob Burgess with 11 carries for 20 yards to lead the way for Ravenswood. In the air, Noah Dawson was 1 of 4 for 15 yards. That completion to Bowling. Dawson also had an interception. Bowling was 1 of 4 for 18 yards. That completion to Brandon Haynes. 8 first downs in the game for the Red Devils. 5 penalties for 25 yards. 1 turnover, 22-minute time of possession. 105 yards on the ground. 33 through the air. That's 138 yards of total offense that the Raider defense was able to give up. Defensively for Ravenswood, they were led by Todd Green with 7 tackles and Jaden Sire with 6 tackles. Zane Vallis with 5 tackles. And Austin Vanest credited with the fumble recovery for the Red Devils. Add it all up, and Roane County remains undefeated, victorious 58-13 over Ravenswood.
One final break for Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. We'll come back. We'll dish out our Player of the Game awards. We'll wrap things up here from County Stadium after this.
I was working in Willard's store late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, and the computer prices began to rise. But suddenly, to my surprise,
We held the price.
we held the same low price.
We held the price.
Oh, it was all so nice.
To hold the price.
We kept the same low price.
We held the price.
And now I've said it twice.
Visit Willard Starchers, where we always offer the lowest prices and the widest selection of in-stock auto parts that won't make your wallet scream. Don't get spooked by out-of-town prices. Shop local. Stop by Willard Starchers behind the Spencer Middle School, where shopping is fun, the staff is tops, and the price is fair. Shop Willard Starcher. Dial 927-2520.
We welcome you back to County Stadium, wrapping things up here tonight. Roane County remains undefeated at 9-0, a 58-13 victory over the Ravenswood Red Devils. Time now for John Pennant to distribute our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game awards.
Yeah, first half, Drew, it was just the story of the entire backfield for Roane County. So all 4 of those running backs, they're going to get the nod here tonight. Delk, 6 carries, 190 and a touchdown. It's 31.6 yards per average. Beggs with 7 carries, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11.7 carries per average. B. Rich, 7 carries for 90 yards and a touchdown, 12.8 yards per carry. And Shea Harper, 3 carries, 39 yards. 2 of those carries were touchdowns, 13-yard average. So those running backs, take those offensive linemen out for a steak dinner tomorrow. But those 4 guys are going to get the offensive side. And Chad Fleroy Blosser. Don't get it twisted, guys. He is a wrestler. He just doesn't know it yet. That kid was phenomenal in the second half, 7 tackles, and just continuously taking bigger guys down, wrapping them up, tackling the proper form.
Congratulations to the 4 running backs, Brandon Richardson, Skylar Delk, Briar Begler, Shea Harper, and, of course, our good buddy Chad Fleroy, or the Mighty Flea Blosser, for our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game awards. Our next sports broadcast will do some volleyball action. It's postseason for the Lady Raider volleyball team next Tuesday. They'll host Clay County in the opening round of sectional tournament action. We'll be there at the Castle with pregame coverage. Not sure about the time just yet on that one. Just stay tuned to WVRC. We'll let you know. Don't forget, next Wednesday, the Raider Review. We'll talk about this one, and we'll preview the next one coming up this coming Friday, as Roane County will look to stay perfect 10-0 against the Oak Glen Golden Bears. And, of course, that is the next football game next Friday night right here, 7:30 p.m. pregame coverage at 7:05. That will do it for us here. We appreciate everyone joining us on WVRC 104.7 FM, WVRCFM.com, and, of course, on our YouTube stream at WVRC 104.7 FM. For our entire broadcast crew, George Allen, our studio technician, Katie Nutter, our camera person, Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies, providing the graphics, the instant replays, and the score. Matt White, our statistician, John Penna, my color commentator. I'm Andrew Miller.